they have a chance to take that map. And maybe map number 3, Nuke, could be anyone's game.
I have been told that our casters are ready to go. I think the game is as well. So let's get quick final thoughts and predictions. Striker, starting with yourself.
I think this is MongolZ. I do think that they are just much stronger on the map in general than Legacy.
Yeah, I think MongolZ should take this. In fact, I'm going to even give you a map prediction. It's going to be 2-0.
All right. Well, gentlemen, as always, thank you so much for your thoughts. Everybody at home, this one is ready to go. It's our first quarterfinals. Legacy versus MongolZ. Henry G. Anders, over to you.
Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you, boys. Great breakdown. We got Legacy versus MongolZ. First quarterfinal of the tournament, Anders. I feel like the MongolZ are the favorites going into this one. They're warmed up. They just had a huge comeback against PVISION, but Legacy, always a hungry team, always difficult to put away.
I think that's true, and MongolZ, they've got their own problems, but I agree, they must be the favorites in this one. So let's see how it plays out. Once again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here. It's the CAC,
Woo!
And it starts with Cobra-Zero, the first kill of the quarterfinals, going to be taking down Nism.
Here we go, then. 5 on 4, make it 3. Techno 4K with the jumping Glock. Sadzin's got his work cut out for him. Gets a gush as well. Down to 11 points FL. He's got no backup coming whatsoever, Anders.
Where's
in towards CT. Yeah, I was about to say, he's running back towards A.
He was running away. I don't understand. Get back here, Dumao.
Okay.
Need your help.
That should be round. I don't like to call him too early, but what can you really do here? Art and Dumao. Not much to say, not much to do. You got no kits, you got no nades.
Yes, I think that's the essential part. In this kind of retake, if they had, a smoke and a Molotov and, a diffuse kit or something like that, then
sure,
it becomes more doable, but you can tell.
They're just playing for the exit right now. And that's very valid. I guess it's not super new information, but every kill you get on the CT side now is $50 extra for each teammate, so definitely looking for these exits here, hopefully staying alive as well. So there's $50 right there for everyone.
Yeah, I think it's good to remind people. Sometimes people come back after having, disconnected from the game for a minute. Some things do change in Counter-Strike.
And they'll save Kevlar, I suppose. Dumao, I don't think will save anything. But he gets a kill.
That's nice.
So he gets to hold on to his USP and take a bit of extra money into the next one. A lot of teams like to force buy on this CT second round of Inferno. 5.7s, MP9s can be deadly at close range. Lots of awkward and tight choke points on this particular map.
Definitely some kind of miscommunication that was happening in this moment. You can see after he throws the grenade out, he runs away.
Yeah, you can see it on the mini-map right now. Like, it's like, what? He was running off. And your teammate's just been gushed, and you've lost someone there as well. Like, he needs some backup, bro. I don't think it would have been a massive difference maker, but still, like, definitely didn't help. We got a Mag 7. One of the few maps you ever bring that weapon out on is going to be Inferno, but Mag 7s, 5.7s. A scary prospect.
6.7s.
Second round. They'll release that in the next patch.
Yes, hopefully we can get there. Can you imagine the memes? I do like a good Mag 7. Don't get to see nearly enough. And Art is the kind of wild character that would do it.
It's just because Inferno is so tight and uncomfortable. Mag 7 just makes a lot of sense, I guess. There's an argument to be made. Nuke can be a thing as well. That's a missed Molotov. That was supposed to go towards short. Went straight in the smoke, unfortunately. You're going to have to do it again. Actually, might be better off doing it like that. It's flushed him out completely. Mzinho, be careful here, lads.
So much willingness to fight in the middle here for Legacy, but they haven't really been able to find the opening.
Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy so far from MongolZ, but got to be executing in towards B. I say executing, at least showing presence with the smokes, the bombs towards top and middle. They're trying to cause some rotations right now. They're leaving one player in the form of Techno over there. That's caused a little rotation from Dumao. He's going to back up B this time.
Maybe I whisked one of the smokes towards the coffins on the B. No, it's not. Doesn't really matter because I'm not going there anyway, but it's just interesting to see.
You're right, though. It's a very deep smoke.
Yeah. Just flagging it now. Okay, Lato, he actually gets one here. The 5-7 down in the pit. This is a bit concerning now. 15 seconds on the clock, and Dumao started to get there, trying to run out of the smoke. It's a good headshot as he brings down Cobra-Zero. Now down to 9, 10, and Techno here, and one of them already beat up quite a bit.
1 HP.
Yeah, exactly. Or single point of health, and oh my god! He nearly got him with the Max 7.
Okay, this was not a good round from MongolZ.
No.
Lots of missed utility, a little bit of a scramble, didn't get much information, but they get away away with it by the skin of their teeth. But it doesn't really matter, Anders. They win the round. It will be DuMao, one of the star players for sure for Legacy, saving an AK-47 and a helmet. So considering you took down 3 players, Anders, you might invest a little bit more than usual, considering you got an AK-47 here. Maybe get a kit. Maybe get a few P250s. I'm not saying partially buy into it, but you could justify a little bit more than a full eco. And DuMao could drop his 5.7 as well, right? So you're going to have that.
I feel like it'd be so exciting if they really went all in. Just, obviously a crazy choice, but if it depends on how much of an underdog team they are, I suppose. If they really feel like this is going to be a hard game. So,
any kits? I'm seeing a couple more 5.7s, a P250. They're going quite heavy on utility. So you can see 3 players about Kevlar.
Wow.
Sadzin will bring out Kevlar 5.7. But no kits. But DuMao actually brought a lot of utility himself. So this is a very winnable round. MongolZ, after that previous performance, round number 2, I'm a little bit worried for them. Very sloppy protocols, missed utility. Felt like they were uncomfortable throughout. Let's see if they can pick up the pieces now. DuMao flashed off towards top of Banana. Dissuaded from the angle, and it's going to be Banana control granted towards the MongolZ, but smoked off a half wall. Let's see whether they want to commit over towards B or start to explore their options in middle. 2 CT players waiting on this side of the map. This is the correct call. This is the 2 5.7 players. It's going to be Nissim and Sadzin, one of which doesn't have armor. And Cobrazera bravely helping himself towards Arch. This is a key duel, Anders. And Nissim wins it. 5.7, a little bit OP at that range.
It is, but you know what? He had no armor whatsoever. So
True.
All it took with 1 bullet from that Mac 10, it probably wins it.
He pre-fired that angle as well.
Yeah.
Kind of nuts. Thankfully, it's only the Mac 10 given over, so it doesn't change things too significantly. Had it been a rifle, maybe that's a real problem.
Wait, they're inside of the smoke, both of them, I think. He's walked past Techno. He's already down in the pit. Cobrazera's going to be going down Nissim. He did see him there. And that Mac 10, there's DuMao with a stolen AK, taking down Blitz. And now it's a bit of an issue here once again for the MongolZ. They're fighting their way back, clawing their way back into the round.
They are getting bailed out by the individual skill right now.
Yeah.
The general approach to the round looks uncomfortable, looks messy, but they are hitting some very nice shots. 9-10 is the player to actually dig them out of this hole right now. Good grenade. But I think you're going to be saving these 2 rifles. Nice try from Legacy. You've kept the MongolZ extremely modest.
Yes.
Going into these next few rounds here. They have 0 loss bonus built up. Bear that in mind. And in terms of the reinvestments here, thankfully they'll save 2 rifles. It's a big if. I think if you do MOUZ, you go for a bit more of a hunt here. Try and take them all down if possible. But yeah, this is looking a little bit messy from MongolZ.
That's worth saying, I think. And also, you don't get to celebrate in the same way. Yes, you win 3 rounds, but it's kind of a struggle. You're not going to come in thinking, oh yeah, we're absolutely cracked right now.
It looked like he should have lost that round as 9-10, head on a swivel, hitting some ridiculous shots, bails them out. But either way, we're trying to bring good vibes today. They got the 3-0. It's all good. And it's going to be 5 rifles across the board for the MongolZ. And Sadzin will bring out his AWP here. Round number 4, if you are just joining us, day 3 of CAC here. We've got quarterfinals kicking off right now. There is a B stream going on as well. We've got MOUZ taking on Bait. And that's our other quarterfinal running simultaneously here. But this will be a very important round, Anders. If Legacy can win this, it completely breaks the bank of the MongolZ. So huge round.
Look at them bringing Sadzin over with the AWP right as they pick it up. Remember how rare that is with the other Inferno teams we've seen on the CT side? Normally that orb is always going to be found somewhere near the mid, or maybe sometimes in the apartments over at A, but very rarely this early on. Now it's going to be drawn back. They don't get the immediate engagement that they maybe were hoping for. So it's just down to the 2 people that are normally at the B-bomb site here for Legacy, which is going to be Lato and DuMao. Interesting to see DuMao kind of pick up the Galil instead, because it's Lato that's playing more of that supportive role. He's going to be flashing him in, so you'd think the AK would want to be in front, but maybe the extra bullets on the Galil will make a difference.
Back towards B we go. They've shown that heavy mid presence. They smoke down towards the arch side. The Molotov at quad pushes CTs back, removes vision, and Art is trying to rectify that right now. You can see Art actually exploring what kind of sound cues he can find towards the quad side. No one's home, though. It has to be this B execution. And the thing is, Anders, you can't really mess around here. You have no presence on the map whatsoever. You've been smoked off, and every second that goes by, you don't know if you're being backstabbed. You have to execute now, and you have to go through the smoke. You have no time to waste because you have no control of the map.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're following your recipe exactly, Henry. Straight execute onto it. No delays any longer. 23 seconds. Techno and Messinio coming in with a kill each to open up the bomb site with, and Sadson can't do much with the AWP here on the other side. I think this is what the Mongols do so well on the T side of Inferno, however. If these kind of executes, that's where they do their best work.
Well, this is their best looking round by a mile so far. That was very nice. Classic Inferno play. Like I said, removing that CT vision towards middle, keep them guessing, keep them in the dark, and then quickly making way towards B, 5-man execute, no messing around, and there's no lurks towards top of middle, no backstabbing from the apartment.
Right.
5 players getting in there, using their brutal aim, and only 1 casualty found.
Is it worth criticizing the legacy side though? Because you said the danger, and I think it's a thing that's worth lingering on here. When you're that stacked up on the map, you don't know if someone's pushing up behind you. But Legacy weren't. There was what, like 30 seconds left. Should they have taken more map control?
I feel like it's down to that smoke down towards Arch, and like I said, the Molotov. We talked about Arts. He was still smoked off towards the quad side as well. He was playing behind the smoke, listening for sound cues that he didn't have any information. Definitely a case to be made that they could have reacted with maybe some retake utility towards B and actually been a bit more proactive and locked them out. When you have no information, you do need to show presence elsewhere. So yeah, definitely options available to them. They allow Mongols to fully execute onto them when you're in the dark on the map. I feel like someone, to answer your question, yes, there should have been a reaction, maybe not towards middle or retake utility towards B. Anything to make them uncomfortable.
Let's follow that story though. Now we've got a double AWP on the CT side of Inferno. That is rare. Don't see that very often. They saved one, they rebuy another one, so Art could do some AWP.
Double AWPs on Inferno is 2016 sort of behavior, but let's see if it works out.
Oh. That's definitely true. There was a point in time where everybody was trying to make teams that had 2 AWPs.
I remember like it was like Shox and Kenny S and G2. Like they like kind of started this on Inferno, and it was like unbeatable for like 3 months. No one knew how to take it down.
We can't stop them.
But yeah, it's been a while, but I'm here for it. No reason why I can't work, just to be clear. It's just not super meta, I suppose.
They're getting very close to that short position. This is an important kill, and so is that Art. Sounds off when the AWP takes down Messinio, and now they're kind of getting pushed away. I was getting worried because
they've left B open. Lato is there, I suppose, but he's very deep. Like there is a chance I think he needs to get coffins or something. Thankfully, they don't have much space on that side of the map. There's the Molotov towards the sandbags. Rotations will come through, and Lato, has he got a smoke for him? He got the incendiary. That buys some time, and they can actually rotate in.
Yeah, but to follow up on your point, they had very little information on the CT side. Even as they got those 2 kills, they really don't know what's happening. So again, they're having a hard time rotating. They lose Lato. This is a very losable round right now for Legacy. In spite of getting 2 openings, they started to rotate over, and of course they're going to go for this one, but dude, I am worried.
I couldn't tell you why. You've got a 5-on-3 situation, and you don't have any presence in towards B. Play someone coffins, anti-flash. Do something.
Art's gone down, trying to flank in from Banana as well. 9-10 on top of the box here. The spray.
Wow.
It's not the best spray we've ever seen, but it gets the job done. And now the rest of them had to back on out. I think you diagnosed the problem in the previous round.
Yeah.
Again, they had no CT information. They were just so far away from anything.
But they had the 5-on-3 advantage.
Sure.
There's no real reason to... You've got a double AWP setup. Why is one of those AWPs not a coffins or just holding the CT angle? Why are we leaving a whole bomb site open and a 5-on-3 advantage? It beggars belief, Anders.
Yeah, it does.
A 5-on-3 advantage. You've let them walk into B with no resistance whatsoever.
That disappointment, I think, is compounded by the fact that in the 2nd and 3rd round, they did so much damage that you felt, all right, they're just on the cusp of being able to really shut down the Mongols here. And now we come into these rounds, and they're just letting Mongols kind of get some rounds that they shouldn't be able to.
Just having an AWP, you've got 2 of them.
Right.
One at coffins or one towards Emo at the back, anything. Like an open bomb site, that's just unforgivable. The fact you've let them get in there and your response for the retake was boosting a player up, he gets taken down. Now they know there's a player beneath there as well. And then they just say, okay, now we've pretty much won the round. We know there's an AWP underneath.
Yeah.
We're trying to retake with 2 AWPs as well. So we've actually cooked ourselves here. I just don't know why they've given them so much freedom to walk in towards B here. It doesn't make any sense.
On the other side of it too, right? If you really were going to rotate 4 people to the A bomb site, they almost have to go and like check Arch, get 2 people, make sure you find. Even if you get traded, who cares? Like you still got 3 more people at the bomb site, so it's going to be fine. But yeah, disappointing to say the least. We're in round number 6 now.
They've had good opportunities. They can still bring this back. It's just the double orb setup is when the retake is going to be a real issue, as noted in the previous round, but they'll still rock it for now. MOUZ only got a USP? Oh, no, there it is. He's got the M4. Sadzin will open things up. Cobra Zero goes down, and now this is more like it. The utility prevails as we've got another 5-on-3, 5-on-2. Going to be the first round of the board for Legacy. Need to build upon this.
Yeah, huge boost in the middle to get the opening shot. That was very nicely played. Oh, Legacy. It's obviously not too late, but it's hard for me not to think about the idea that they could have probably had maybe even like a 3-2 scoreline at the moment, and this would have been their third round to tie up the game. That's absolutely doable here. Instead, they've gone the hard route of letting the MongolZ build a bit of an economy, start to get back into the game, or sort of continue to be in the game much longer than they should have been able to. 50 seconds, and I think the MongolZ are realizing they're not getting any easy kills here early on. Don't know if they want to try and do more damage in the round. I suppose you could try.
In terms of the finances, it wouldn't be the worst idea to save 2 weapons here. But we'll see what they can do with it. That's a CT Spawn Smokey setting up. Going to be boosting a player up in anti-flash, and then a Molotov towards Emo, I believe.
Ooh. Good Molotov here, could actually work out. Smoke is going to be up, so Art is blocked off.
Has he got the lineup? I don't know.
He's not sure either. There we go, on either side of it. So fire everywhere on the bomb site. 13 seconds on the clock. What a headshot.
They could actually
9-10. He is such a strong player individually, but there's a second player hiding in the back. So honestly, though, again, if Lato is a little bit more panicked, if he runs away from the Molotov, if he shows himself, they hear the footsteps, anything like that, I don't know, that could have been winnable.
Nice round from Legacy, though. A little bit more proactive, a lot of damage from the utility towards that banana area. Nice advantage. This time, with the advantage, and is actually having players in the B bomb site.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that would work out, but nice work.
I didn't realize they boosted over and still had to shoot someone through the smoke.
Yeah.
I thought there was their own smoke that they were shooting through, but...
So like I said, saving the 2 AKs there might have been the better idea. You can see the economy now definitely fractured as we got a little B rush going on here. MAC-10s making their way through. It's going to be very difficult to hold this one off. A swarm of Ts making their way through, but Lato will stand strong. He gets himself a triple kill here. The hat trick as Dumao will chime in as well. They're finally arriving on the server here. And Blitz has been found out. I will take care of him momentarily. Even get out of this smoke. And there we have it. Should be quite the nice situation for Legacy to build back into this one now. There's still some cash there. So they took like a weird partial buy in that previous round with a couple of rifles, MAC-10s. I think this a pocket strategy with Rush B, see if we can catch them off guard. They'll still have some money going forward. We'll see whether they want to invest with a couple of AKs here and some pistols.
Yeah, I think they had like 6,000 or something on Techno, so they had a bit of a bank going on.
So it's more of the same. They are all in with 2 rifles, 1 MAC-10, 2 Tech-9s.
This feels like an apartment's pop.
It does. I was literally about to say the same thing. I was like, yeah.
Really, great mind. All that, Henry. Great mind.
I would say that's very likely to happen here. So you could run through your basic default utility. You try and get apartments presence. Once you push the seat, yeah, you can see them setting up for it right now. And then 3 players towards the end, but that's a nice smoke. Art is aware of this prospect. He's trying to shut this down now.
Yeah.
Dissuade them from even considering this idea. Oh, it's his 10s. Did he run through this and try and trade him? He will kill all 3, I'm pretty sure. Oh, the flash is so good.
So blinded.
The flash is so good.
Now Nizm, all of the pressure is on him. He's got Sanson with an open side of the bomb site. No, he's dead. Mcinio's found him already, but they forgot to check about Nizm. No one's actually checked.
Oh!
Doesn't matter. Mcinio takes him down anyway. And Lato and Dumao, they're the last ones left, just trying to get away from the madness at the A bomb site.
Damn, son.
What a way to get started.
Okay. Well, there it is. Like I said, that smoke going down the apartments, he can feel that sort of play coming through.
Yeah.
But what a nice little idea. So in the apartments, you have that small cubby at the end, right?
Yes.
They threw a flashbang behind themselves into that cubby, pushing through the smoke as it popped. And we saw through Dumao's screen, he was absolutely devastated by the flash. As soon as he goes down, the floodgates open. And you thought with Nissim's position, overlooked, you think, okay, he's the linchpin here. He's going to save the day. And a crazy 180 shot from the graveyard to somehow take him down. Secures the MongolZ another round of 4 players surviving. They upgrade to the AKs. They find an AWP, and as they are back to their winning ways and dominating the T side of Inferno.
Yeah, the individual performance, some of these players here.
Look how blind he was. His art, sorry.
Couldn't see a thing. Oh, he's even throwing a grenade like right before then. What a reaction.
Crazy work. They're looking very sharp.
They're so talented when it comes to mechanics. That's always been the great fun watching MongolZ. Like, sometimes they make some mistakes, but...
They really want to make this double AWP a thing, huh? Like, this is their standard setup, it seems. Arts will be aggressive.
It's going to work.
Good idea. Whew. He's sticking around.
He wants it here.
Damn, son, need to no-scope now.
Now and bait it out.
Ugh.
The shoulder peaks could not have been better for Inferno. That's actually worth replaying that round in slow motion to see
baiting out the shots.
Yeah, he never oversteps that line. Brilliant work.
MOUZ rotating over. He's going to try and spam through the smoke, I guess, but surely not even worth looking into. It was a nice idea. Not a bad play. Art dismissed the shots. He had a couple of opportunities there.
Yeah.
First one, arguably should have hit that. Second one was difficult, but as you mentioned, MZ just plays this so well, baiting out the shots, and as soon as you miss a shot at that sort of range, you're going to get sprayed down. The impressive part of that with MZ was to follow it up with the kill towards Boiler Room as well. Round already over when he gets that second kill.
I can't prove this, but I think stylistically, if that had been MONOZ in Art's position, getting MONOZ to actually shoot the second shot when you're shoulder peeking him is going to be really hard. He is so ice cold.
Yeah, you're right.
You're not going to be forcing him into that kind of situation.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hunt definitely worthwhile here, but they are smoked off. Maybe not worth just running through and going into certain death here. Let them save what they can. It's going to be an AK, M4, and AWP. Double AWP setup doesn't seem to be doing that much for Legacy, and we've seen it be a bit of a struggle on the retakes as well. Tactical timeout, one that's much needed here. You assume from Legacy, and indeed that's the case. They have pretty decent money. Loss bonus certainly there for them.
I guess if Art had been successful pushing into the hallways like that, it would have fulfilled one of our other sort of conversations, which would have been getting more CT information or maybe putting more pressure on the MongolZ. So that's sort of a reason why you'd want to do it. It just backfired in this particular round.
I mean, if he hits that first shot, he gets out of there, resets the round. It was a nice idea. It was actually a good play. Yeah, unfortunately, if you don't hit the shot, though, that can fall apart very quickly.
Zoom out a little bit here, Henry. We're at the 7-2 score. How bad are things for Legacy at the moment? Like, is the comeback still on? Can they do something?
They definitely can still come back, yeah. If they even get 4 rounds, like Inferno is a weird map like that. Like, it's difficult to say whether it's T-sided, CT-sided. It comes down to pistols, momentum. Legacy, sure, a few fumbled rounds, some questionable decisions at times with, like we said, that 5-on-3 where they stack the A-bomb set and leave B open.
Right.
Hopefully, no more blunders like that, and they should be fine. They can win this round for sure. Lots of good damage here, and Art aggressive towards middle. It takes a bit of damage from that Molotov, but everyone's repositioning, resetting as we try and opt for some banana control here, courtesy of Techno 4K.
The scoreboard looks so weird for the MongolZ because there's been so much saving on the Legacy side that it just feels like they have fewer kills than they should have
that's
for having 7 rounds.
Yeah.
But that's also why Legacy keep having as much equipment as they have. Normally there would be at least a couple of more saves in a game like this one, but...
Oh, nice nade on spawn.
Ouch.
Oh, it didn't quite hit the mark, but... can do it again. It can do 50 damage as Grenade Anders, just so you know. So he is in the perfect spot in CT spawn. Blitz can get a kill here. That's if he's holding the angle.
We have the same setup, right? They're all on banana.
Yep.
And nobody on Legacy knows anything about what's happening on the other side. No one's pushing up. They're going to be right on top of the smoke. Techno, how brave are you going to be? Flashing their way through as well. They're going to be trying to get right out there, but while Flash, MOUZ still lands a kill, and Lato once again with a great hat trick from behind the bomb site. Going to be getting 3 with the AK. What a lockdown.
Really nice. That AK-47 of Lato's gets himself a hat trick. When they're given the opportunity, when they have presence in the B bomb site, they've got a great hold. They've got nice crossfires. They just got to make sure they're actually in the site to hold them at bay. MongolZ trying to play through the utility there this time, unable to make it work. We have a tactical timeout this time for the MongolZ.
And they denied the double AWP. They could have picked the one up there on the T ramp.
I think they realized every round they've had a double AWP, it's been a disaster. So let's just stick on the rifles, boys.
It's not been working out.
Be interesting to see the T side of Legacy. Like, since Art's coming in as the in-game leader now, they play a very unique style of Counter-Strike. It's a lot of pushing smokes and instinct, finding gaps, threading needles. however you want to put it.
They are,
in my opinion, not a very sustainable approach to top-tier CS, but it's certainly entertaining.
it's fun. And they're actually one of the few teams in the world that favor the A-bomb side on Inferno.
Yeah.
So that I kind of agree. Like, I look forward to seeing what they're going to be doing. It's a good thing they do that as well, because MongolZ have a very hard B defense. Insanely hard to break through.
Well, let's get into it. Last couple of rounds here. It's been entertaining, if nothing else. Some great skill on display here. Lato especially. Fantastic hold of the AK-47. And speaking of which, you've got 3 of those now on the CT side. Deep smoke. Molotovs, grenades exchange, spam down range. HE's hitting the mark as well. Blitz left, reeling at 46 HP. I'll leave the utility. Felt like they've done enough in terms of showing presence there. And rotate Art back towards the A-bomb site.
4, you said, would be doable.
Oh, absolutely.
See if they could get there. I mean, 5 is still on the menu in theory. Especially with the low money there. Testing out the apartments is the MongolZ. I would love to see, you mentioned the term retake utility for that top banana position. I mean, if they do that now, they force Legacy to go back and re-clear top banana. That would be, but they actually did, they don't retake it. They just throw the smoke on the CT side, which also blocks their own information.
Well, let's see. We're going to be going towards that arch side, smoke down towards the library. Sadsin, you got to hit those, my friend. Absolutely railed by CobraZera. 5 on 4. They have got brutal mechanical skill on the MongolZ side, but they are running out of time. 2-man setup in towards A. It's going to be down to Art and Nissim to defend.
Yeah, no one's rotating over because, again, they don't know what's happening at top banana.
Careful with this bomb, 910. He's alone on the quad side. Player towards App, sure, but if he dies, that could be round.
It's also true. 19 seconds, they try and push, and it's absolutely perfect here. CobraZera techno kills. Not much of a defense for having 3 people there.
I mean, yeah, like, what can you really do? I don't think it's necessarily bad play. It's just a sick shot from CobraZera. I want to see that on the replay. We can slow it down a little bit as well. Would love that. Not sure if we have the technology, but this the drive-by was wild. The fact that Orb's holding that line, he's ready for that play, and he just wide swings you, one taps. Like, that's honestly the round. When you lose that sort of play, that's such an important part of the bomb site. You're holding it with the Orb as well. You're hoping your rifles can crossfire and focus towards shorter naps. Yeah. As soon as he goes down, it's impossible to hold against a 5-man attack.
I do feel like for as much as Sandson's had the AWP, his impact just hasn't really been there. And again, I want to say, why is he not holding a little bit closer to Arch so he can look into top mid? So they have some warning and he can maybe get a pick off.
It is very passive, huh?
Very passive, yeah. That's the word I was looking for. Round number 12.
I guess a bit rattled. He's not really feeling himself, like, especially considering he's receiving those sorts of shots from AK-47s. Like, when you've got your AWP player holding a very important angle and you just see him get his head blown off with no flash, you're thinking, what's just happened there?
That is a fair point. And that's kind of the MongolZ treatment that they're getting right now, Legacy.
Well, that's what happens if you play the MongolZ. Like, they might not be the most prepared or drilled team, but they certainly are one of the most skilled in the entire world.
All vibes and
all
headshots.
Vibes. No, all vibes, no prac.
Exactly. Hey, you know, it's kind of working. I don't hate it.
Same shot for Sadsin again. Didn't work out. Was it Sadsin did this one before?
Art.
It was Art, so yes. Same angle, but different AWPer. Sadsin, see what he can make of it. If there's a flashbang that comes in here and Nissim goes down, there is a chance of a double kill for Blitz here. It doesn't seem like it'd be set up for the alley-oop flash. Got to hit this Sadsin. There's no two ways about it. We need this one. Crikey. Oh, it's not good, Andy. That's just not good, unfortunately.
I love your setup for it, though. You must hit it, and then 1 second later...
Like, if you're holding that angle, you've got to believe you can hit that shot. He was nowhere near it. It looked like he panicked when the swing came through.
Yeah, and I feel like I've seen that a couple of times out of him in this half. So definitely an issue. That 4th round is looking impossible at this stage.
You put all your money into this double AWP philosophy throughout your CT campaign. I just don't see how it's paid off in any way.
No.
It's been the rifles of Lato, the rifles in towards the B bomb side that have got you the couple of rounds you have.
Yeah.
This double AWP setup, though, has been underwhelming, to say the very least. Focus on the positives, though. That's a fantastic half on the MongolZ.
It is.
Nothing too flashy. Just hitting shots and recovering deficits. And the 5-on-3 for me, when they win that in towards the B bomb side, that's when Legacy, it felt like the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
The comms were kind of all over the place. I still can't really justify a 5-on-3 advantage with an open bomb site. There's just no need for it.
Not that it would have made any difference whatsoever, but Lato right at the end there, when he pulled out the incendiary, he wants to incendiary that pit position, because you can actually do that from the archway. It's a really cool incendiary you can throw to retake. Now, he's in a 1 versus 4, so that it just wouldn't have made any difference. But just pointing it out for the folks at home that haven't seen some of that technology. 9-3 in the first half. It could have been.
I think they cooked this out. This map, at least, they need a bit of a reset. This is the pick of the MongolZ. To be fair, we move on to Mirage next. Thing is, though, that's all about mechanical skill. And right now, in terms of where the favor lies in that regard, MongolZ are blowing them out of the server. So I think Sadzin needs to find some confidence. They need a nice pistol victory here, some conversions. That might not be enough. They need like someone to step up, deliver the goods, and show they can actually go toe-to-toe with the raw skill of MongolZ.
Well, just to reiterate, Legacy are one of the few teams in the world that actually prefer the A-bomb side on this map, and that's good because combined playing that B supportive role, it's really both Blitz and Techno are some of the best in the world at it. Obviously, they don't both play the same role, but it has a bit of an overlap there. So I would say this B bomb side is going to be really, really hard to break through. Legacy might have to do some good work, and they do that, actually. If they can be allowed to get close to that short position over at the A bomb side, they're really dangerous. They're really good at finding that, and here's an opening. Grenade in return, but they've already backed on out. Techno is dead. Just as I was praising the B defense, leaving Blitz here. He's going to go pick up the grenade. That's probably really important. And the rotations here, look at how fast they're rotating.
It's a nice smoke as well, Anders. This is going to be complicated now for Legacy. Smoke gets blown open, but MOUZ finally giving them a nice advantage. Should be enough to win this round here. They're trading out kills. Ooh. Blitz at the back. He needs a couple more here. It's just going to be him alone, though. 3 versus 1. Surely nothing to say about this. They actually take the bomb over towards B. So, yeah, round has been won, and it will be confirmed by Lato. Nice work. Convincing pistol there. Exactly what they needed. This game is not done by a long stretch. Inferno, especially, can get out of hand very quickly, especially the CT finances. I would say you don't force buy this one if you're MongolZ, but we'll see what they opt for. You got such a nice lead here. Let's bring out the guns in the next round, but they are bringing the 5.7s and Kevlar out, which is also fine. It just means if this doesn't work out, which is the more likely outcome, you're going to be full eco and then struggling a bit on your first gun round.
They've got 4 grenades as well. Curious if they're going to be able to find anything. I think Techno dropped his over the Blitz. Oh, but he's already being pressured. Arts. He has no chill at all.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That is
Art play, isn't it?
Art movement.
Yeah, he doesn't follow the rules. He has his own play style. When it works out, it can be glorious, and it's as simple as that.
Playing with the same keyboard since like 2007, that where the W key's stuck, you know, gets stuck every once in a while. He's like, I guess I'm going forward then.
That's really nice. Get the round done with. MongolZ now hoping to save their upgraded pistols and the MP9. Get another go at it in the next round, I suppose, but you might as well go for a bit of a hunt here with the MAC-10s at least. And you can see them coming over. MOUZ coming in to join the fun. They want to take down a couple of players if possible. Going for a silent boost here. Wow.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely worth it. Farm up some cash. They are a little bit slower than I was expecting. I wanted to see Arts and MOUZ. I completely agree. Or maybe Nissim kind of follow up and really do something here. Not going to be the case. They'll let the rest of the MongolZ. But they also know. They know what they're up against the next round. So they've got to be careful some of these angles.
Okay. Signs of life here for Legacy. Pretty brutal first half. Convincing pistol, though. Very clean second round. Should be more of the same here, but bear in mind, MongolZ do say they're 5.7s and MP9, so
yes,
still a few more bumps in the road here.
And 3 people at the B bomb side a little bit early on. Should be seeing, you know, Molotovs to these corners, making sure that no one can hide and you know, jump out at you with a 5.7. There's the first Molotov in, and I think they know. I think Art had a bit of a sense that there was going to be someone trying to peek that corner. Deep smoke coming in, though, from the CT side.
Good intel here from 910. They can actually vacate the B bomb site completely. Hopefully scramble over in time. You can see them trying to get towards Arch, but the smokes are coming in. Speaking of smoke, Split's going to try and lock them out. He's a player with no weapon, though, so yeah, it's a USP that can't really do anything. 5.7, maybe he has a chance. Speaking of which, there's one of them. Mzinho brings it back to an even keel. It looks like advantage for Legacy. Should be absolutely fine here. And that kill, 2 kills, will confirm that. Nice shot.
Quick work from Sadson. Yeah, we want to see that. We were a little bit critical of him with the AWP in the first half, but Galil looks to be singing for him at the moment. It was a killer flashbang that came in from the short area to set up that first 5-7 kill, but after that, they managed to hold on. Great news for Legacy. They do need it. 3 rounds in the first half. We're still in the early stages of the second half, and the MongolZ, they're going to be buying into the next round, no matter what happens here. 9-10, I suppose. Could be fun if you could get even more money, but not going to be the case. It's good work.
Very good work. All of a sudden, this game's back on. Felt very flat in that first half. Legacy, though, finding momentum, finding their mojo.
Blitz still on 2 kills. I want to say part of it again is because there was so much saving in the first half that it's some of the scoreboard maybe still a little bit weird, but now that he's playing again that B position, I hyped him up a little bit. I think he's going to be good in it. Surely he can add to the mix.
Well, let's have a look, shall we? It's been smooth sailing on his T-side campaign. 3 rounds in a row. Molotov towards the corner here from Jumao. CTs are a stack. We talked about retake utility. That might be deployed any second now, and I think it just has been. There it is. So now the CTs, do they want to push round and actually investigate who's there? I think they absolutely do. There's the flash. You're hoping that no one's home. Oh, you got to be ready for that angle, and thankfully, Techno is.
Huge flashbang to set it up. Yeah, you got 3 people there.
And that's the sort of initiative we didn't see from Legacy in the first half. That's what we were asking for, right? And you can see that's what it can do for you. Push them back, get yourself an advantage, deny control, and then you can reset the round.
Oh, trying to run right through. That's a bold play for Dumao.
He heard the reload, so he thought it was a window of opportunity.
Okay, well, it's not a bad pitch, but unfortunately there was a second player there. Oh, Techno with a failed jump. He wanted to get up on the barrels there. Now he's actually a little bit exposed, potentially. So is his teammate. Techno, you've got to survive this, I think. But no kill on Nissim. They're low on health, both of them. There's no grenades, though, on the other side. I mean, this should still be a doable retake, but all it takes is one mistake.
It just depends whether they overlook Nissim here in towards that tree position.
I think
Mzinho Spanish bullets as well. Yep. Okay. Oh, dear.
What? It's a friendly grenade on top of Nissim.
No, boy.
Wait, he's hiding in the smoke. This is genius, though. Sadson. Once again, there's no way I think that 9-10 even is dreaming about this. He might have solved the deal anyway. This is sick.
He has to win this round now.
Yeah, after blowing up your teammate, you definitely got to it. You can see 9-10 is moving anywhere from the put this banana position.
Okay. It's all good. Yeah, you can see that sigh of relief on his face. He is thanking his lucky stars that he pulls that one off, because you know your teammate's in towards that tree position and you just blew him up after you got the 2-on-1 advantage. A bit of a blunder, but like you said, the perfect play. After this one, Anders, they had the advantage. I don't like that they stick around. Sure, you got the retake utility down. And this moment here, I felt like there was opportunities to fall back and play the bomb site. Oh, that's enough.
Maybe it was Nissim's fault. Maybe he said, do you have a grenade? And he doesn't specify how he wants it.
Yeah.
You've got to really be precise in your language there.
It's a good point, but...
I need a grenade pin in the grenade still.
It's Legacy getting a bit of luck on their side. To be fair, though, that push through the smoke was an excellent play. That guaranteed the round there, even on low HP. 9-10 had no idea. So well played.
Man, we're right back in. This game has opened up again. Let's see if Legacy can throw in at least some of those A plays that I was talking about. Their splits as well are really good if they can get some of that arch control. I think that's it's one of their expert plays here.
The thing is, Anders, when you build up this momentum, everything's going great. These are the sort of rounds that often fall awry. We'll see whether it happens here. It's Cobra Zera up to the plate first. Does some significant damage, realizing he's been found out. Going to fall back to more defensive position in towards the library. Flash is making things uncomfortable here on both sides of the server.
Yeah, but they have no more flashbangs on the A-bomb side right now. There was Blitz coming in to throw his last flashbang to help out.
Bit of a banana split here. We are going to see them make their way through CT spawn. Should be the perfect call. We do have a fly in the ointment in the form of Blitz, who's rotating back through, making a lot of noise. He's dead. So that should be, I think, it's only Techno 4K remaining. He would have to do something unspeakable here to really pull this one off. He needs a triple kill with a 5-7 for this round to be possible.
Okay, well, you've lined it up for us. Let's see what reality actually will deliver here. 20 seconds. He's trying to get his way through. He just wants to slow it down if he can at all. Maybe to prevent the bomb plant, delay it a bit, but he just had no chance. He couldn't even find his way through the smoke, I think. So far from the triple that we were requesting. Now it's just more of a formality. Oh, wallbang shot. That's good work, Sadson. He's picked it up. Very disappointing first half, but he's up to 9 kills at the moment, and blowing open the wall to take down Mcinio is not bad at all. They actually don't lose anybody in this round. Legacy, close to tying up the game at this stage. They've got all the momentum. They've got a lot of money as well on the T side. Wow, you wouldn't think this was a 9-3 first half kind of game.
Anything can and will happen in MR12 CS2, Anders. Momentum is a hell of a drug.
It is. And they just look so flat. There were so many weird mistakes from Legacy at the start.
Yeah.
But you're right, they rediscovered it, winning the pistol.
I just think the general approach on their CT side, like focusing so heavily on those double orbs, I think that was their unraveling. Now with the AKs here, and we talked about Art's unique T-side calling,
Yes.
keeping it very fast, very loose, spotting gaps. He spotted the gap there towards CT spawn, B-split coming into it. You're going to see a lot of that, like on the fly, kind of avant-garde calls. And yeah, so far so good. And they're right back into this one. 5 rounds in a row, plenty of money. MongolZ need to start showing some resistance here. Do they have an answer to the pace of Art & Co? Speaking of which, Art is barreling his way up towards Banana. He wants to get stuck in here, Anders.
I love watching Art play. It's so wild, right in front, but the counter flash comes out. Oh, and Blitz keeps going. He does get nuked at the top of Banana, but still, very good trade. And the MongolZ will accept that kind of a deal. And that's the life of being that Banana entry, though. Sometimes you just can't find the right moment. Nissim on the other side investigating here. Oh, and he couldn't have found a better timing. Cobra Zero, he's going to hate that. And a missed shot from 910 lets Nissim live on the other side of the map. That's a problem now. Techno's alone at the back of the sites. Now, I don't think they're going to directly grenade him, but he's going to be put under a little bit of stress here.
He just needs to play for his life. He can't really challenge until they're planting the bomb and trying to find him. He's running a very defensive angle. He needs at least one and survive as long as he can. Cannot afford to go down quickly here.
Oh, they're going to come check him out.
That will do.
It's not bad at all, actually. His teammate, though, 910, he's right there, but the smoke makes it so that he can't help out. Now the ball's been picked up. Another missed shot. 910 got a hit. That was Lato in the return. He was lights out on the CT side with the AK. He got multiple triples, and now it's Mcinio 1 versus 2. If anyone could, it just might be this kid here. 15 bullets left trying to get up on top of the box, but he doesn't realize there's one right down below, and they will win the round. Legacy, they run it back. They tie up the game, winning only 3 rounds in the first half. Now they're back to 9.
A flawless T-side campaign. And that started off technically a 5-on-3. I'm sure Blitz got traded out after his double kill.
True.
But a man disadvantaged there, and somehow, some way, still coming out on top. We said the player at the back of the bomb site had to find at least one, delay the plan. Certainly did that. Set up 910. I just don't think he was ready for the shot. The smoke went down. If he hits that, it's a very, very different round, Anders. But it's going to be an eco here. Aggression from the CTs looking likely. In terms of what they've got, they have got some Kevlar. Decent bit of utility, 5.7s, but Legacy looking to take the lead here after being down 9-3. And again, Blitz found out that pacing of Legacy is just brutal, but so is the 5.7. Only one found, and that is round.
I'm so surprised the speed defense isn't working better. Normally, this is one of the things I think that does make the MongolZ very tricky to play on this map, but
this is just not meta tier 1 play Legacy are presenting right now, and MongolZ are just struggling with the pace. Yeah, they're not handling it well. Every single duel, they've either got knifes out, the back's turned. We saw it in the previous round towards the quad side. Knife out, trying to jump up toward, and is not expecting these overly aggressive T-side plays.
Well, hey, listen, we were saying that Legacy were getting the MongolZ treatment because of all the incredible mechanics that the MongolZ were bringing, but right now, MongolZ are getting the Legacy treatment from the Art treatment.
No, exactly.
He's kind of stomping on them.
Yeah, it's very unique when Legacy get going. They're in the zone. All the calls are working out. All of a sudden, morale is high. And they are going to take the lead. They were 9-3 down. Another team nade comes in. This time, Sadzin. the one to suffer. Doesn't really matter too much. They've got tons of cash on this T side. 2 players of 5 digits.
They're grenading each other so much.
I don't know.
If you learned anything from M80, it's that you throw Molotovs at your teammate.
That's the way to do it.
Not HEs.
Exactly. Okay. Well, Legacy, this is quite remarkable. I'm not going to lie.
It is.
7 rounds in a row.
I'm excited. This is shaping up to be too much of a one-sided game. We don't want that. These are the quarterfinals, after all, here at the CAC.
And this, just to note, is the pick of the MongolZ as well. So you've let them right back into the game. You let them take the lead, and they're picking up the pace again. We're going for an apartments rush. Go for the flames, boys. Get stuck in. MZinho finally shuts them down. Surely a round for the MongolZ is available here in number 20. They're first on their CT campaign. You can see once again, Art is calling a Hail Mary strategy. We're going to rush the apartments. We're going to run through their utility, and we're going to keep our foot on the throats. Thankfully this time, though, the MongolZ are able to answer back and find their first round. I say that with bated breath. It's a 4-on-2. Let's see how it unfolds.
This should be a lock-in. But we've said that before with the MongolZ here, and somehow Legacy found a way back. All right, 9-10, who's missed some pretty strange shots, I think, in the second half so far. Not going to be this time. MZinho finds his 3rd, and they do shut it down. And you know what? That was a 3-man early stack at B, so if they got even 1 kill there, Legacy, even if they just trade out MZinho for a 2-for-1, that's still only 1 person defending the A-bomb side here. So it's still a really, really good call out of Arts.
Yeah,
they just couldn't make it through.
I honestly like the call. Like, you've got them in your pocket right now. They're uncomfortable. They're floundering. They can't handle the pace. Why not keep it going? But MZinho finally does shut them down. Here we go then. Like we said, the money's unbelievably strong. They've got maybe 1 more buy in reserve here. MongolZ need to streak a couple together. They managed to get a couple of AK-47s, got the 9-10 AWP. Grenades sent down towards bottom banana, barely doing any damage. There is a grenade for the half wall though being set up. Anyone home? Not quite.
They're dodging so much of this utility at the moment.
This could be another fast B-pop, and is playing in front of the utility and is get in there. It's crazy how fast these guys play.
Okay, well, you know what? They still trade a kill, and they're going to get the one on Blitz as well. Techno's back, and they know that he's the other B player, so they're going to be looking for him. No scoped on top. Sadson has found it. That's how he's been missing the scope shots. Just don't scope at all is the answer.
So fast. Unreal scenes here. Round still open for debate, but the backstab from Nissim should decide that one. 9-10 won't be winning this with the AWP.
This is absolutely wild. They got the 2 opening defensive kills. You think, okay, well, that's probably going to be good enough. And it isn't. Like you said, he's not going to be winning it. He's down to 13 health. Around the corner we go here. Sadson, I think, smartly disengaging.
He knows there's a player towards the other side.
Oh, the bomb's kind of...
Okay, I was going to say, if he gets the quick kill there is a world where he could win it, but Sadson saves a day there. Thick and fast, as usual. Legacy dominating that banana area through all the utility. Managing to come out on top once again. A very quick execute in towards the B side. Pays dividends, and after a 9-3 deficit, once again they're in the lead, 11-10. Finances will be in turmoil. Has to be a tactical timeout, you would imagine. It's not too bad to buy. MongolZ have available. There will be concessions, but not too many. This is just a very important round, obviously, for more reasons than one. Legacy 1 round away for a map point here in the quarterfinal at CAC.
And on their opponent's map pick after a dreadful start.
Oh, absolutely.
Investing into the double ops on the CT side and getting almost no value for all that money.
Yeah, that was the problem. Had they played a more traditional setup, I think they would have got a few more. The orbs were not connecting in that first half, at least. Sadson, though, finding some form on the T side.
Okay, well, I love this. What a great twist to the story.
So they have no kits, I believe, and a FAMAS and MZinho. So it's still a pretty decent buy. It's not as strong as you might like.
And I guess the FAMAS is to make sure they get the extra utility.
Yeah.
You want that. Don't want to be skipping out. It is Inferno after all.
Next going down towards outside. 2 players waiting towards quad. It's Cobra Zera. Could have his work cut out for him, though. Deep smoke on top of the quad takes away a lot of vision. Going through the protocols here, flushing out any potential CTs on the other side. Flashbang over the top, we'll take a swing with it.
Yeah, might finally see one of those A splits, but the bomb is down at the bottom of Banana, and that's a bit suspicious, to be honest. Still not really committed to this part of it. They could go back through CT spawn again. Nism.
Techno.
What a miss from Techno. That's disastrous.
Techno.
They must know there's only one player at the B bomb site, and they might not actually guess it. It's 9-10 that's over there. They could have been thinking he's on the other side because they've already found the 2 B anchors, so doesn't matter, I guess. They get the kill on Cobra Zero, so now they're going to be falling back. The bomb is waiting here this whole time. That's why this is so bizarre.
Okay, he needs to get out of there. Do not take that challenge. Go through the underpass. Get towards the apps. Nice work from Legacy. And, sorry, Techno, you need to be getting that kill.
Sure.
The round is lost in that interaction. There was still a chance. If he gets that, fends him off, pushes him into the defense. The fact he doesn't really do any damage there.
I'm so sad that Cobra Zero died because Techno and Blitz have both gone down. So if there was a world in which Legacy thought, okay, B is open now, and they just run for it with the low time, especially with the bomb being there was a world in which 9-10 could have surprised them. But it's all in the past now, 12-10. They might actually do this, Henry.
You're going to do it, Anders. This is the round. Look at the distinct lack of utility. They have one smoke remaining, Anders.
Wow.
Rushing down to second middle. Desperate play. A 9-3 lead crumbling right before our very eyes. 5-on-3 now. The full reverse sweep is upon us in the quarterfinals. MongolZ completely collapse in the second half as Legacy step up.
Okay. Blitz coming back now, living up to some of the hype, defending the top banana position. That's what they needed more of here. But you're not wrong about the collapse of the MongolZ. They're going to be sad about this no matter what happens here. They do not want to be even playing overtime. They had this map locked down. Nice position for Zinio. No one's checking that.
How they recover this round, I'll never know. But we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, let's
2-on-1.
It could still be on. Lato has played an outrageous game. Remember when he got the AK on the CT side? He had back-to-back triple kills. He's up to 20-9. He's had unbelievable impact on the game so far, but now he's in the clutch, a 1 versus 3, and he's already got the first one. 35 seconds, he's gone through the smoke. There's no way. He could get back to the A-bomb site.
If he had a bit more time, I'd agree with you, but like, smoke going down, and it's going to be Lato. Nice idea, nice attempt, but that was
wanted that.
It would have been cool for sure. But that's crazy work for MongolZ to even win that. You go to a 5-on-3.
Fair point.
And all of a sudden, you somehow come out on top with FAMAS and no nades. Like, you can see how desperate they were going into that round. No grenades, had to push second middle with 2 players, lose both of said players, and come out on top still. That is going to be a real gut punch to Legacy there. You should have closed it out right there and then.
So we go to the distance. 24 rounds.
If we go overtime here, MongolZ are back. They'll be able to pick themselves up, dust themselves down. I think they end up winning it if they get to overtime. They've been a little bit flabbergasted by the pace and the aggression coming in from Legacy, but starting to get a handle on it now.
Classic art Counter-Strike.
Oh, it's fun to watch. Yeah. I've said it many times. I don't think it's sustainable to win trophies, but you can definitely cause upsets with this sort of approach.
Well, they'll take that for now, you know, get a step closer. Very enjoyable to watch indeed. So let's see. AWP on 9-10. He's going to be here, which is Techno behind him. Blitz all the way over on the other side, but they're going to start to rotate that. They're going to make that rotation. Legacy trying to get that control of top banana as well, or at least pretending like they are. For the minute, all they've done is really thrown the Molotov, and they're backing off towards the middle. Nism is in the apartments. MongolZ have one player on watch duty towards Arch, and that's Cobra Zero, who's just thrown in an incendiary towards the middle. We said this in the entire first half when Legacy were on the CT side. You have to have some information about what's happening in that top mid position, and Cobra Zero is not really feeling it. He wanted to stick around, but he's been pushed slowly back around the corner. Grenade right on top of him. More importantly, perhaps, a headshot straight onto Blitz. Cobra Zero spins around. He is ready for that one. Art goes down. Another great spray down. Gets the headshot onto Nism. And now the bomb is at short alone on the AWP of Sadson. He's walking in scoped up. This is very dangerous here. They still got 40 seconds, but Sadson connecting. Cobra Zero goes down, and they might have threaded the needle on this one. Legacy, only 3 rounds in the first half, but this second half has been godlike for them. Techno and 9-10 now left to try and recover this round and get this one into OT. Is not looking likely. They are stepping closer. Techno up in the apartments. Can we get any flash over? Perhaps. Oh, he's discovered already. Lato, he can't miss a shot right now. A double kill for him. 22 and 9-10. There's nothing you could do to save this round. Lato will end it with a great triple, a quad kill in fact, and 23 kills. What an insane comeback for Legacy.
Absolutely unreal, Anders. You go down 9-3, you're looking flat, your double orb setup hasn't worked out whatsoever, but then you bring that spicy Brazilian flair to the T side. Very aggressive, very pacey, and they pull the rug from underneath the Mongols and steal their map away. And absolutely impossible to make that work, but it really did look quite weak for them. I expect to see it again on Mirage, and it's a lot more serviceable on that particular map. Just to note, while we're getting ready to get going here, we have got another quarterfinal running simultaneously to this one. It's going to be Bait versus MOUZ. Yeah, so the first map is concluded there. MOUZ have picked it up 13-8, and they're on the second map right now, and they're up 9-4. But Bait just won the pistol, 9-5 actually. So they're playing Ancient right now. They've got a third map potentially on the horizon. We could do as well as we get ready for the second map of the series. MongolZ licking their wounds after having a huge lead and then losing in regulation. See whether they can bounce back with a pistol victory here. CobraZera. Dual elites, HE grenade for Techno, and in terms of utility on the T side, a plethora of it. We've got decoys, smokes, molotovs, and flashes.
Oh, Lato with the opening kill. He got that.
I was about to say, and a P250 as well. Well, that's gone now.
Yeah, unfortunately, couldn't keep it going. They do not. Oh, that is smooth. 9-10, even attempting the mid-air shot, which should have been criminal to even try that. It is 3 people left alive, and 9-10, just live as long as you can. The bomb is actually somewhere behind him, but it's getting picked up by Art right now, and he's just going to pick it up and run, because they are controlling the back bench here.
Position.
Yeah, huge.
They ain't checking this.
I mean, he even pretended to check it.
Yeah, it's a lazy clear, I'm afraid.
Someone's got to take the shots here. Low on health is 9-10, surely going to get overwhelmed. It's right back in the hands of Legacy. A lot of problems right now for the Mongols here.
Oh,
Techno goes down. Nism. That late look in the corner, the lazy clear that was coming in. You're absolutely right about it. Msinio cannot get the retake on. They did not have a kit either. That's rough.
So disappointing after 9-10's efforts towards middle. Getting you a massive advantage there.
Yeah.
It was Lato the opening kill, but then 9-10 gives him a nice advantage here. Beautiful shots. But Nism, CobraZera, yeah, he won't be doing that again. Because he was aware of the prospect there was a gap there, and he checks it, but doesn't check quite deep enough. So that's what we call a lazy clear, and it does cost him the round.
Now, my reason for thinking we're going to see a third map here really has a lot to do with 9-10. He missed quite a few shots on Inferno. I rate him very highly as an AWPer. I think he's not only very reliable. So I don't think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see a different 9-10 on this map.
He's in the conversation for a top 5 AWP.
I think that's definitely true. Yeah. And he wasn't playing like that, I think, on the first map. This one, though, I imagine he's gonna be ready. With those kind of USP shots, maybe that'll set them up nicely, but they still lose the round.
Force buy here on the second. 9-10. Got a sniper. We'll have to make do with the scout this time, though. Deagles, 5-7s here. Smoke's being deployed towards connector and the window. Pretty standard stuff so far. Flushing these CTs out. Getting some basic map control. Talking about flushing them out. That Molotov's going to do wonders. Going to have to force him in towards the window. Oh, he's very aware of what's going on here. MOUZ does significant damage towards Techno. He gets the hell out of dodge. And we've got lots of control towards shore here. This is going swimmingly. Does Art detect the second player, though? He doesn't, but gets away with it and still goes down. Where did that grenade come from? Wild.
CT side, it was bounced off by Blitz, I think. But that was crazy. It's such an open position for CobraZera. He could get flashed 10 million ways, but yeah, he wasn't.
Okay, man advantage, but low players here. We're going to make our way back towards A. We have got Lato in towards the apartments. Bit of a focus towards the B bomb site from the MongolZ, though. Getting themselves in position. They don't really have any smoke, Sanders. They're going to have to go in contact with Lato trying to find the openers here.
I mean, he could Molotov this position. That would really help them out, but it's unlikely that he's going to be able to do that. Yeah, he's Molotoving that shadow position instead. 9-10 goes down. Msinio, did they spot him? I think they did. That might have been almost showing up on the radar there for a second. Blitz, still very good work. A double headshot will bring down
2 seconds.
You're right, there's no time at all here. How did they slow it down so much? Once they, even though the double kill came in, you would have been running with the bomb, surely.
Well, there we have it. It was looking so good for a second there. Legacy managing to dislodge their setup, make them uncomfortable. showing some presence over towards short, and then a fast rotation back towards A, but there's no time remaining. The double kill with the Galil saves the day. And Legacy now on the back foot. They will have a bit of firepower here. They've got an AK and a Galil. Tech9s to go with them. But MongolZ shut down that aforementioned momentum early, not letting Legacy spiral out of control here. And another classic art sort of play here. We saw this in Inferno as well. 3 players towards the apartment, basic execution, smokes go down, throw a few flashes over, and try and just flood out of the palace, Anders. Here we go.
Yeah, pure speed behind this one. Again, it worked on Inferno, so why not on this one? Smoke is up towards the top of stairs. That actually does connect with the scout going through. 9-10 having a bit of an impact here. Incinio now started to waste its Techno 4K with a good double spray down. So they will get rid of it. The aggression has been nullified. And MongolZ back in control in spite of losing the pistol. That's a huge turnaround. They really need this map, obviously. We're at the quarterfinals here, so it's time for the MongolZ to show up.
Well, that's very promising. Excellent hold. Good shots from the scout, weakening them up as we get into a full eco here.
Something to maybe look forward to for Legacy on the T side. They are a team that are in love with the idea of boosting into window on this map. Yeah. Taking window control, something to do significantly more than other teams. So that could be, you know, in store. We'll see if they can throw Dumao or somebody else in there to cause havoc. It's always fun when you get the Ts, you know, to take that deep window control. Not going to be in this round, as they will have a single flashbang. Don't know how good a flashbang can be, but wow. Already kind of nullified. All right, wait a minute. They're getting a bit closer than I thought even they would be able to. Cobra Zero struggling to find more. He's got 3 bullets left, hasn't managed to reload yet. In fact, he's going to pull out the 5.7. I suppose that's a pretty good sidearm for this kind of scenario, although they are dinking away at him.
Getting a bit scary.
Surely they can find him.
Oh, come on.
The 3rd Glock headshot that lands on him, and finally he's dead.
Okay, well, they win the round. It's not a comfortable one, but a win's a win.
Not bad, though.
It's not bad at all for the for Legacy getting a few kills there, but we'll see how it affects the finances going forward. So MongolZ in the lead, but bear in mind, if you're just joining us, they were up 9-3 in the first half of Inferno and still lost in regulation.
That's true. Double AWP has returned to the server, Henry.
Like we said, Mirage, that is quite meta.
I'm glad you brought that up, though.
Yeah, just for Inferno, it's not really. And we saw why.
Yeah, we tested that proposition. We weren't impressed. Oh, the Molotov, I think, doesn't really connect with 9-10 there. He's watching over the smoke, so wasn't burned at all by it. Means he can stick around and try and take a bit of a look here. Sanson testing the smoke, but not finding anyone. We'll get a grenade that lands somewhere in the air above him. And this mid control, obviously, is essential tactically on the T side of Mirage, which is why the CTs are going to try and deny it as much as they can. Right now, it's Techno who's playing in this position.
Big round here. Some basic mid-control granted towards Legacy. Smoking off deep and towards that connector. Nissim with the opening kill. That's towards the A ramp. Contact play as well. Blitz will answer back, but the man advantage sits with Legacy. Blitz fighting towards that connector. Nissim keeps on finding ground here. It's the AWP that shuts him down. There's significant damage, but a double kill for 9-10. The double orb setup working out nicely here. Mata will keep them in it, but 9-10 continues to frag. Triple kill for him. Art, in-game leader, up against 2 AWPs. So the HP not a factor here, but the time certainly is. 30 seconds remaining. Bomb down on the A bomb site. I don't think he can really do anything about this, but let's see.
Oh,
okay, that helps.
3-1.
That helps a lot.
That's very interesting. I'm glad you brought up the bomb, because that's obviously a significant factor. If he had it on his back, he could go anywhere, but he has to run this way. The Cobra Zero is ready. It's another very expensive round, but that's a double orb. They can only save one of them, and they lost 2 people in the previous round, so it is going to sort of bite into the economy a lot here on the MongolZ side, but they win it. They're still off to a good start. But maybe if they could have got up with both the orbs, that would have been a more of a celebration, perhaps, on the MongolZ side.
The thing is, the money is busted, so it shouldn't have too many knock-on effects here. All they can really bring to the table, Legacy, is Tech9s and maybe Galil at the very top end. They have to take a partial here.
It's a question, I suppose. With Art in charge of the vehicle, are they going to be more dangerous with Tech9s? They could be, speedier.
I mean, yeah, there is always that idea. They're going to have a hero AK in the hands of Dumao, from what I can see. It's Art that drops it, so we're assuming there'll be Tech9s to go around with it. I'm expecting some sort of pocket strat here, Anders. Like you're going to send in the cannon fodder with the pistols and the armor, and then you want to be setting up your star DoomOut with the AK. You want to have... They'll probably go towards A. Maybe go for a mid-split. We'll see. Yeah, towards A we're going. So they'll throw the default smokes towards window and top mid.
Oh, so MOUZ with the AK in the middle. Oh, he's running straight through.
Oh my god.
He just wants one opening, but 9-10, finding another one. Oh, he does get out-dueled. That is one hell of a crouching shot from Lato all the way across the bomb site. Emzinio, though, is doing good work. Still 7 bullets left. Very economic with those. He does get taken down.
Smoke.
That's a Glock onto Blitz that kills him. Sadzin's so low. Anything touches him, he's going to be going. Nissim finds a headshot, and Techno dies straight through the smoke. Nism has crumbled them. 3 kills in this round.
Okay.
What an outrageous result.
No way that's the round they win. We thought the hero AK could step up. That's what happened to DoomOut on that AK. But Lato, from way downtown with the Desert Eagle, you thought, okay, though, the round's over. Emzinio, nice little double kill, but it's the Glocks, the burst fire, Anders. Nissim gets the M4 and a ridiculous sequence here, spamming the smoke, finds Techno, and Legacy are back to their winning ways, closing that gap now, and the money is in turmoil. The MongolZ now piecing together what they can. They've got a couple of rifles, an MP9, and 2 pistols here. Art, once again, very fast towards top of middle, goes through the smoke, heading in towards short. They are none the wiser as well. He gets in towards ladder room undetected. This is a very powerful, potent position.
Yeah, even when he's not running, he's aggressive.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Very unique player.
It's so hard for the CTs to know this is happening that you could easily see a CT player dying.
With him in that position, I think he's going to call them back towards for a B execution.
Okay.
Considering he has full control of short, knowing they don't have to worry about the angle, they go in, B exec, he backstabs from short, catches any players that are focusing towards the apartments. That's what I'm guessing, but this is a good reaction. MongolZ got 2 players down towards the underpass. They can backstab through that area as well. So the round is not confirmed by any stretch of the imagination. Really strong position for Legacy, but could fall apart, but now detected. And Arts, well, there it is. He strikes and does find 9-10. Really well played. Like, it's a high-risk maneuver from Art, to say the least, but one that has worked out quite nicely. Can they convert the round, though? Emzinio's here with the M4.
Yeah, right at the right spot here. Does spray down one of them. They need a bit more, and another shot comes through. Great work for Emzinio. Oh, I liked it, though, Henry. You laid it out for us a good 20 seconds before they actually got there with the Art position, and everything was lined up perfectly. It looked like it should have been a done deal.
It was the 5-7. We didn't see it from his POV. A double kill from the 5-7, though.
You've said many times, pound for pound, the best pistol in the game, or maybe the best weapon.
Best gun in the game. Not even best pistol.
Yeah.
Especially if you can find a really cheeky corner and get some one-tap headshots at close range. Very disappointing finish, though. Legacy couldn't have asked for much more in terms of map control, opening kills. They flood into the bomb site, and yeah, that 5-7 that deals with them.
Who was that in the back getting that kill with the 5-7? I didn't even notice. It's happened way too quickly. Oh, so right when Legacy were building an earlier comeback, it snatched away from them.
Art and DoomOut got the opening 2 kills there. They had a 5-on-3 essentially, and then all of a sudden, the wheels fell off. It was Cobra's error with the 5-7. He gets a double kill. So it goes to a 3-on-3. Then Emzinio stepped up with the M4. Got the man advantage. Emzinio ends up getting a double kill. Then Blitz came in with the MP9 to close things out. So they had a 5-on-3 against the pistols essentially there.
Okay.
But it was Cobra's error. The last man standing gets the double kill, sets up Emzinio, and they steal the round away. That is huge.
What a difference it makes. Just as their economy was faltering and they were with the backs to the wall, they revitalize it again, and it does another thing for them. It makes sure that this 9-10 AWP stays alive as much as it can early on in the first half. And I feel like 9-10's, he looks different from Inferno. Again, like you said, this is more of an AWP-friendly map. He's back here at the back of the B hallway. And that allows for more of a rotation towards A. You could see Cobra Sierra's close to middle if he wants to be. Who is going to take that first fight and step into the lineup against 9-10? He hasn't missed many shots. The only time that he's really been in trouble was Lado with the Deagle somehow landing that shot. But every other time, every other encounter, 9-10 has looked so sharp on this map. And he's going to be tested. Cobra Sierra's got no more grenades. 9-10 has a lot of utility. So if he gets the shot here and falls back, there's the first one. Incendiary straight down. He just wants to stop the rush from coming in so that they can't hunt him easily. Does miss the next one, but then the backup plan is already in effect. Cobra Sierra gets one.
Gonna have to swing
MOUZ
him.
low. Oh, he's dead. Grenade right on top. Oh, if he's stuck, he would have died. But
Okay.
they can't run. 24 seconds.
That's a very good point, Anders. It all comes down to Art, and he's been found out by 9-10. Great awareness here. Probably gets his kill as well. He's on for a quad kill. Sad's in, nothing he can do against this one, I'm afraid. Blitz will find him. Stronghold once again. That should rupture the finances of Legacy back down to a partial buy. We know they can win them, but so far, MongolZ are looking very, very solid here. It was 9-10. Opening kill was his, no problem. Cobra Zera to pick up the pieces, and a 9-10 with the awareness here. That was the only chance they had if Art could backstab, but 9-10 with 3 Blitz to close things down. Looking very promising now once again, but bear in mind on Inferno, MongolZ are up 9-3. It was more of the same. Exactly what we saw here. They were dominating that first half, and in the second they crumbled. But to be fair, it was on the T side where Legacy did their best work in Inferno.
Yes. Okay, that's probably an important context. You're right about that. I said maybe the Tech-9s are going to be more dangerous. Let's see what kind of speed this can bring. Pistols and a MAC-10, but it's just not enough here. They can't even punch through the wall to the B-bomb side at all. Art's got a kill, and that won't help them right now. He goes down, leaving Sanson. I guess that is... There's such a key difference when going for those B rushes, whether you get even one kill at the start. If you can sort of touch the ground of the bomb site and get one kill on the CT, it's on. But they never really made it out. So great shutdown, 7-2. It does have a similar quality, I guess, as to the first map, only in reverse.
Yeah. Few more rounds to go here. Legacy will have a buy. Not everything they need. They have the AKs and the AWP, sure, but missing some key pieces of utility. More than enough to work with, though. Smoke down towards window. Blitz will be burn the incendiary in response. We've got one player towards the A-bomb side. We do know Nissim likes to lurk out there by himself and try and work those picks. But I think the CTs might be exploring that themselves. They're going to be pushing into that A-ram, confirming it's clear for now.
Double or back. Legacy. We said 4 rounds in the first half of Inferno. How many rounds here, Legacy, before we can find it acceptable on the T side?
I mean, 3 apparently is fine. they can make it work with 3.
Okay.
We know that. We have the data to back it up.
But it can be a little bit more of a CC-sided map at times if you know what you're doing here. And I guess the MongolZ are showing that. 9-10 again. God, he's been good. Him and Cobra Sierra both powerful players in this. And you could see, ooh, that probably should have just been a straight kill there. Arts. Angel watching over his shoulder as he survives that encounter, and he takes down Cobra Sierra.
What?
Wait a minute, it might be an opening. Techno 4K is dead. The bomb site's wide open. What just happened in this round?
Art hit a fantastic shot, apparently. Cracks open that B-bomb site. Blitz in front of the Molotov, though. They might overlook his position, but Nissim's got it covered. And that will be round. Finally, breaking the streak of MongolZ here. Legacy will be posting their third. A pretty decent round as well with 4 players surviving. And you're right, that shot from Cobra Zera, like, the fact he doesn't hit that, a bit of a sitter, really. Like, felt like a killer all day long.
I mean,
It gets punished for it, and Art somehow wins the 1v1 duel.
it's because Art is crouching around the corner. He's going slower than Cobra Sierra is expecting. If at some point we would have called it a Pasha peek. he got Pasha peeked. That's how he missed the shot. Happens even to the best of us. Shout out the Pasha one time.
Always.
Oh, glad you caught the fact that Nissim was holding the angle even if the Molotov was down. It's an easy mistake to make, I guess. Like you let one player through and everyone thinks, oh, don't worry, the Molotov's taking care of it.
Absolutely. But they do save the AWP. Money's still pretty strong on the CT side.
Right. Haven't seen a crazy amount of CT aggression, though. No palace pushes. They've needed it, I suppose.
I guess now they're running this double AWP setup. You've got a turret over towards B. You can have a strong setup in towards A.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So you don't necessarily need it. And the fact you're winning the majority of your rounds anyway, just keep on trucking, I would say.
I'll accept that explanation.
Yeah.
That's nice. They did double push into lower, into the underpass at one point.
That's when they were on a pretty difficult
Yes.
half buy, though, and they ended up winning it in the end. But yeah, been pretty standard in terms of the Mongol setup. Definitely not standard for Legacy. Like, some very interesting, aggressive, fast-paced maneuvers. Some have worked out, some not so much.
I feel like one of the big issues they're having still is just getting the mid control. Like I said, they like the window boost. They also like those connector splits to the A-bomb side, but both those tactics that Legacy normally like to run on the map are very hard to do when you're not winning any of those mid fights.
Bear in mind, Legacy won the pistol as well.
Right.
Played 2 rounds since then.
I near forgot. Nice grenade. Blitz. Not loving that. So it could be more of a, like I said, those heavy connector splits when you've got 3 coming through connector and what looks like 1 palace, 1 ramp. That is something that Legacy actually, I think, do really well. One of their better strategies on the map. But it does hinge on them being able to open up the middle. Again, they've got Cobra Zero with the 1 AWP playing short towards B. And 9-10 with the other one. Going to be playing that ticket booth. Every AWPer on this map loves to do. Mcinio could be isolated in shadow if the connector part of the push really comes in, so that could be an interesting thing to look forward to. The bomb is making its way back, so they decide to go a little bit lighter. Warming his hands is art. Grenade in his face as well. We're sub 50 seconds, but they're set up nicely. At least they're in connector. They actually haven't been able to do that all that much, but they're close enough by that they could do it. Still got to worry about Cobra Zero, who's on the other side with the AWP. Flash goes through. Now 35 seconds on the clock. It's running low, and that smoke is keeping them back. This could be a bit of a disaster for Legacy. We're really running it down low. Good spray down, but it's going to be Cobra Zero to get the kill on Art. So yeah, he was trying to get through. Oh, they're so low. Sadson, he's got the bomb here. Time is running nearly out. Nissim has found a double coming out of the palace, and they're still alive in the round somehow. Nice little burst. Techno gets 1, and he's alone against 3. He couldn't follow it up. It's Nissim from the palace with 4 kills. That looked like a round that Legacy should lose every single time.
It was very uncomfortable. It wasn't like some tactical brilliance that wins in that round.
No.
It just comes down to scrappy duels, some missed shots on the Mongols, and Nissim going above and beyond from that palace position. We said he likes to lurk out towards A. This time coming out of the palace, playing like an absolute king.
Huge.
He's 4 and 9 right now. Was he on 0-9? Did he get 4 kills on?
No, it was Nissim.
Nissim, my bad. It's not sad. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, that would be crazy. It was Nissim.
Which means he was on 8. I can do math like that.
Okay, there we go. Excellent. With that.
As long as we're adding below 20, I'm good.
Oh, this is another art special.
You're right.
His teammate's getting ready to pounce it towards B. He's ran out at A. Hasn't necessarily worked out. But they have got a 4-on-4. Final round of this first half, ladies and gents. And it's up against the Pistols here. Art goes down, but his teammates will be walking into Cobra Zero's deadly 5-7.
He did it last time. Could he do it again? It's so close, but Nissim has been a superstar on this second map, which you don't normally get to say. I feel like Nissim is usually going to get more criticism. He was not ready for that, though.
Dude.
Blitz with an AWP stolen. Steals right through. He lands the shot of DeMao. Somebody has to rein him in. The bomb is planted, sure, but this retake is already good to go. Lato's going to get out-dueled, and now it's Sanson. Let's see him put to the test 1 versus 3, and they're defusing on the other side. They do not have a kit, but it doesn't matter. Blitz, the unlikely AWP to pick up that round.
Do you know what's so insane about that? They threw a double Molotov, which do stack, by the way.
Yes.
He had 100 HP. He runs through both Molotovs, goes down to 20 points of health, comes in, gets a double kill on the AWP. This moment right here, look, 21 HP. They don't expect that whatsoever. Nissim's not ready. He's in the open.
Yes.
Blitz comes through. An absolute madman gets the triple and keeps the dream alive. That was a compromise round, to say the very least. They came in at 5-7s, MP9s, recovered the AWP, and running through the double Molotov down to 20 points of health to get the triple kill.
It's so rare that we have to care about the double Molotov dynamics.
Yeah.
Like, normally not worth mentioning all that much, but that actually could have made a big impact there. Oh, for once, Nissim was looking the wrong way.
One more tick and he's dead. You saw it quickly. His health drained there. So he runs through it. It's a high-risk maneuver, but my God, does it ever pay off? Legacy. And the fact that happens just as you enter halftime as well. You got to stew on that for like the next 2 minutes.
Well, you pointed out 3 was enough in the first half of
I mean,
Inferno.
yeah, sure.
This game has been action-packed. This is worthy of a quarterfinal. There's a lot
Absolutely.
on the line here.
Totally agree.
Let's see what they
This is what they call a barn burner.
Yes. And it's all we want.
Yeah.
We just want this kind of Counter-Strike all day. Second half. And it'll now be the MongolZ testing out their T side. What could Legacy do defending? They do not have a kit again.
I don't know what to expect anymore. Anything I thought I knew about Counter-Strike has been thrown out the window with this series.
That's
So,
great.
four-man play from the MongolZ in towards the apartment here. They got one Molotov. That's going to
on
be
A.
used towards A.
They're faking it out. And there's only one player
They
defending
have
B.
smokes going down as well.
Yeah.
So it is a nice little fake here. But look at the position from Sadzin.
And from Lato,
Oh.
he's hearing it. No one's actually coming. They're going to for a full retake on this bomb site. I think Nissim was close enough by that he could have tried, but I'd rather he wait for the teammates to get there. He's sneaking in, and he has a little bit of backup right in their face with the USP. But the rest of the team, they weren't ready to pounce. That's why I wanted him to wait. That's a very smooth shot, though. Sadzin gives a little bit of hope back to Legacy. Can they actually retake this? Remember, it's a full 10-second defuse. And Cobra Sierra, he's picked up the USP, only good for the one. Could 9-10 bring it back here? Legacy do need this round. They're so far behind already in the first half. So second half here, not going to go their way at the start of it. They're going to have to do what the MongolZ did to them and try and win this second half.
I like
Or
that
second
fake.
round.
I like that fake for MongolZ. It's a very common pistol strategy right now to throw that utility set, the one Molotov and the smoke. Everyone started ready. They bit down on that straight away. Finding an open B bomb site and hitting all of their shots, it was always going to be a nightmare of a retake. You can see them just having to take that leap of faith and jump through the window. But the Glocks coming out on top. Really nice. Simple pistol, but very effective. One player faking in towards A while they collapse into towards the B bomb site. Legacy take the bait. And now need to decide if they're force buying into the second.
Surely.
Looks like the Sadzin's got the scouts. We've got an MP9 for Art. Kind of need to win this one. We'll see if they can do it.
Is he going to be aggressive on the CT side as well, Art? Will he?
I would assume so, yes.
Can they hold him back?
He's
Put a
got the
leash on him.
perfect weapon for the job to go aggressive, but I think MongolZ will be expecting this sort of force buy and probably be playing a very tentative second round here. Let's see what they've got in mind. They'll be smoking towards window and connector to kick things off. Art is getting himself in the palace, so he presumably going for a bit of a backstab here. He's just going to park himself up. Three players top and middle, making their way towards shore.
Oh, it's another early attempt at the A-bomb site, but again, just with the nades, really trying to sell the idea that they're going to be showing up, just like the pistol. So, cool for the MongolZ, and there's only one defender back here. Nissim with the 5-7. Can he do even anything at all here? Okay.
Bomb down.
Nice burst. If he'd hit the headshot, maybe against them, Sinio.
No one else is there, though.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So I think you might as well save the 5-7s.
That's a good point.
And again, it's a nice little A fake. Same utility set. Keep players on that side of the map. One player waiting in B. Sure, he gets a nice headshot, but traded out quickly. It will be MongolZ on double digits here, touching distance of the third map, which is going to be Nuke. So, nothing to do but save. They'll hot it up in towards the Palace position, saving pistols, SMGs, and the scouts. They've got one smoke as well, I suppose, but it's a comprehensive victory for the MongolZ.
Did you hear an obscure Sadzin statistic?
It depends how obscure it is, but yes,
It's
go on.
real obscure.
Go on, tell me.
With the 5-7, he's got an economic impact rating of about 2.0, meaning, you know, for every time he buys the pistol, he does about twice as much damage to the other team's economy. That's pretty good. That's high. That's hard to get to.
I'm still trying to digest it, but it does sound good.
Yes, you invest into a $500 pistol, you do about 1,000 damage.
Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Like you take away $1,000
Cool.
of equipment on the other side.
On average, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. That's
In the
pretty,
last 3 months.
that is an interesting stat. So, same smokes. Get into another very important round here. A chance for Legacy Shore. Aggressive in towards that underpass position, but Blitz, like we said, they should be aware of these sort of tendencies from the Brazilians. Oh, the timing is a nightmare, though. Blitz, the moment he gets off the angle is when they swung. Do they continue their push?
They're not doing that.
No, okay.
But you're right. That is a bit of a nightmare if they keep going.
So they're going to go into an A execution here. They've been faking this with that utility set. Now they'll do the same util and just go in off it.
Okay, I like that. power of faking it kind of potentially carrying over into another round. We'll see. He is so dead. That's one hell of a wild ragdoll coming out. Techno sends Lato flying in the bomb site. Sadson can't see a thing with the scout, unfortunately. Now would be a good time to peek it, though. MCNeo crouched here in the corner. It's a little bit awkward, perhaps, for him, and he will go down here against the scout. That's a nice shot. Art comes flying off the bin, and we'll take down one. And even Cobra Zero on the follow-up. 9, 10, and Blitz. They still have head armor and everything. They should be fine in this fight, but it's way more awkward than it should have been. Legacy are dreaming of winning a round like this one to get back into the half before it might be almost too late here. Nism with the jump on through. Away! He hits the burst onto Blitz. Outrageous.
He's got time to defuse it as well, Anders. How have they fumbled that round? How have they given them so many opportunities to find those kills? It is outrageous. It is unexpected. You don't think he's going to do anything with an MP9 at that sort of range.
Somebody call the police.
I think they just assumed in the Mongols' mind that it's just, oh, this is done. There's no way we can lose this one.
He gets the first jumping headshot. What is wrong with him?
Look at that range. Look at the burst. A miracle for Legacy here. They had no business winning that retake. No resources, no help for one player. Nism stepping up magnificently. 5 to 10. An absolute disaster for the Mongols once more. All they had to do was play the bomb, force a defuse, but giving them opportunities to find those kills. And with an MP9 at that range as well, if he just hit towards the A ramp, forced out the C4 play, very different story. Of course, he was trying to help up his teammate who was in the battle. They're trying to present 2 targets. You can't necessarily expect a jumping MP9 kill to come through. That's unlucky, but it's absolute robbery here.
This is giving really some of these, you know, the flavor of Brazilian Counter-Strike that some of us remember from 2015 and 16. Like that kind of flavor where everything is so mad. You like you said, you never know what's going to happen. Legacy trying to bring that style back. I thought it was lost for a minute there.
Okay, they're going to be feeling themselves now. Sadson, what have you got for us? Gets up towards short the AWP. Money running thin for the Mongols here. Very, very important round. Tech 9 for Techno.
Right, indeed. Oh, the Mongols have to stay the course. They just need 3 more rounds. Don't crumble, don't panic now. You've once again played a brilliant first half. You're set up nicely to win this one and bring us on to a 3rd map. I think we deserve a 3rd map at this stage.
Oh, absolutely. Up towards shore we go.
They're putting the pressure on Sadson, completely trucked. He has been mowed down. And Nism, even he cannot stand up to that. You said it, Techno with the Tech 9. And that's worked out brilliantly.
Should be round. They're so far removed from this one.
Surely they have so little money on the CT
Exactly.
side.
I don't think they can even consider going for it. So there it is. It looked like a very promising situation there. It's Sadson that gets completely overran. AWP towards short. Didn't fall back to the defensive line. Leaves his teammate Lato on an island. And we saw his heroic efforts on Inferno getting those triple kills, but he only had the Galil this time. And good for one, but fortunately we will see a bit of a save coming through. It's going to be 11 rounds on the board. Mongols, 3 players surviving as well. That should be enough to take this map, Anders.
It should be. And it's nice to win the immediate follow-up round.
Yeah.
So that the shock of the ridiculous jumping Mac 10 and the sniping Mac 10.
It's true.
Kind of gone.
All right, then. Money looks to be okay with the 2 saved weapons, but this is the last chance saloon. Only so many miracles can occur. Need to find some solid footing here on their CT side. MP9 for Nism.
Why not? He's earned it. Get this SMGs out. Let's see. Bomb is back in spawn, an immediate indication that we're looking at a default. 9-10. He has been great. Top fragging now with 15, at least on his side. And catching that early CT player. What do you even do? I mean, do you take another risk here on the CT side and push again?
I mean, they're playing a 2-2 right now. I don't even know what the idea could be. You have no control whatsoever. Where would you even push? You're going to have to sit back and wait, burrow into the bomb site. Art does find one at least. That's towards a connector. Lato fighting back. Down but not out. Blitz will be in the quarter connector. Dumal will take care of him. And even after losing that first pick, somehow they fall back into the round. 9-10 doesn't fancy it. Recovers the AWP, half health, got a full belt of util as well. Their money is broken, bear in mind, on the T side, so you might as well just save this one. Can they justify the hunt here? It would be massive if they can remove the AWP from 9-10 here. He's got 50 seconds to try and hold on to it. Has got the bomb. I suppose there is a world.
If they're too aggressive.
I mean, B's wide open right now. Like, he's not necessarily just saving by the looks of his movement right now.
Okay.
Art is ready.
Well, he's scoping a little bit higher. I kind of worry about this. There is a chance, yeah. Look,
What is going on, Anders?
9-10, missing the easiest shot he could have ever got.
Okay.
Wow.
I thought they killed each other.
Make sure. Oh, what a wacky round.
Okay, Legacy. They're back into it.
But that's huge. And I guess they didn't push, but they rotated a third player over to the A bomb side in time.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Initially, they were 2-2, and I always hate those setups when you're playing 2-2 in a 4-on-5. But they did make sure that they had a bit of a stack at the A bomb site.
Well, it was, the 2-2, but they had the AWP towards shorts. I think it was Dumao that found that kill towards the connector. It's alleviated a lot of pressure there as well, right?
Yeah.
It stopped the pincer maneuver coming in, so they could just focus towards the palace and the ramp there.
But the madness has returned to the game.
So a force buy as well. Yeah, this is the thing is, Legacy have not been doing well against these weaker buys.
True.
P250s, even a Glock in the mix as well. Blitz is Glock and helmet. Let's see whether he can make a dent here, hoping one of his teammates goes down so he can pick up the weapon. That weapon is lost. 9-10 dropped as well. Double kill coming in for this P250. It's Techno to find it. Back to a 3-on-3. Damage done towards Cobra Zera, but he still is fighting back to Mao. That was not the maneuver. It's called the murder hole for a reason.
Yes, it is. Nissim has to try and see if he could save them again. He's aware that someone could be there. Cobra Zera and Techno on the other side. There's still plenty of time on the clock here.
Should have been playing to contain that. I can't even imagine what he was thinking. Pushing through there, getting a backstab, I suppose, but you've let the P250 on 20 HP. Finally, Cobra Zera is dealt with. They have the advantage, but the round is far from over. 2v1, and Techno definitely going to give this one a look in.
You warned right at the start of the round that this is some of the rounds that Legacy have had trouble with, and they nearly give it away. I mean, they still could.
Just too keen to get stuck into the fights. We know they're aggressive, but you got to hold on to your advantages, and thankfully it won't come back to haunt them. Nice close from Nissim, gets his 20th kill there, 20 at 11.
He's saving them.
If Sadson can get online with the AWP, which he has not done so far, there is still definitely a chance that they get to have some respite here, Anders. There's going to be an eco now. Has to be a full eco. Maybe a couple of P250s. That's about it. But a chance to get 11-8. MongolZ are yet to find map points. So definitely a chance to bring this one back to life. And it relies on Sadson getting going with the AWP.
Yeah, I was really not impressed on Inferno. And even if it's a new map here.
He's having a rough day.
I think that's fair to say. I'm sad that Lato ended up losing the AK, because you could see he felt immediately more comfortable. Maybe too comfortable, I guess you could say, but on Inferno with that AK on the CT side, he was so impressive. So if they could steal one over, I mean, maybe that's another ticket to get back into the game here. But yeah, this one round, they can relax a little bit more. Deagle on Cobra Zera. He's been playing very well. He was the secondary AWP on the CT side of this map, and it actually worked out quite well for him. Lato back here. Oh my god, what a shutdown.
Oh, not like this, lads.
Ice cold. I mean,
it's Glocks and one Deagle. Should be fine, Anders, but that's not a good way to kick things off.
He never feels good when it starts like that.
Oh dear, they're going to flood the bomb site soon. It's getting uncomfortable, it's getting messy.
Okay, the Deagle
might have to let them plant here. Let them plant him. Oh god.
You're right, though. Let them plant the bomb. Don't take the fights all. Even if they're Glocks on the other side, they pick up the Deagle again.
Oh my god.
This is so stressful.
One Deagle and 4 Glocks.
It could still be on.
Okay.
Okay, 9-10's going to get sprayed down. That's huge. Now it's Techno.
Know where he is.
Deagle,
Okay.
And
crisis averted.
it's all good. Let's all take a deep breath. We're back. We're back.
Group hug on the bomb site.
Yeah. Oh, that somehow got so much more stressful. Like, the first Deagle shot, fair enough, but like you pointed out, let him plant the bomb. It's not a big problem.
Yeah.
You end up fighting a little bit too early there on the Legacy side, and you give up more than you maybe had to. But fair play, they've won 3 in a row.
Yeah, we said they need to find some solid footing on that CT side. I think they've got it now. Not the most comfortable rounds, expensive ones. They haven't necessarily built up a huge bankroll after winning 3 in a row. But they're here. They're still in the game. 2-0 is still possible. Like we said, Sadson really does need to show some form here, but I'm going to believe they can actually pull off this reverse sweep. Orb very, very important on the CT side of Mirage.
They blow open the top mid and the window smoke at the same time, Legacy. Like, they synchronized those two smokes being blown open to try and get a shot from Sadson. That's got to be hard to do.
A lot of resources expended into it. Hasn't really found them much. Oh, very flat default here from MongolZ. Just feeling out the map and seeing if there's any aggression coming through the bomb down in T-spawn.
Somebody remind me later to go check out this round. Round number 20. I have to see how they sink those grenades.
Okay.
We have a bit of a double setup with a boost going on for Dumao, and he's going to be so far out that if you're coming in on the T side, you might not check it. He's pixelated on the side of this.
It's one of those weird positions. Yeah, thank you for illustrating that. Like, it shouldn't really be possible to stand like that.
No.
I don't know why that hasn't been patched. It's kind of ridiculous, but whatever.
That's next up, I'm sure. But yeah, let's
consider legal. So
he could have been dead. Nice catch from production. I do love that. Good camera angle. Blitz very lucky to be alive because he wasn't expecting it.
Should have got out of there as soon as he got detected. I don't know why he stays, but now again Nissim alone. I don't think he can hold on to this.
I doubt it as well, but we only have 25 seconds. Another kill would have made a big difference, and he's there just as Nissim dies. I think you're on to something, though. Dumao needed to step away.
It's just like, what was his position there? Like, you've been detected. You're already, like, what, 60 HP, I think he was, and you just tuck in the most one-and-done position of all time.
Yeah.
You had plenty of opportunities once you're detected. Get back to the bomb site, enable the crossfire, at least get a better angle where your teammate can help you. You going down with nothing, the round's over. Nissim is good. He's having a hell of a game, but he can't 1v4 on the B-bomb side.
Could be one of those psychology things where you feel like you should have had the kill originally on Blitz, and then you overplay your hand by sticking around too much.
Well, that's going to be map point. Presumably enough to take us to a third, like you said, was Nuke.
Sadson can't get a kill to save his life with the orb right now. Okay, I say that. Good work.
Well, that did save his life, to be fair.
Remind not to listen to anything.
It literally did save his life.
Yeah, it did. Comedic timing there. Good work.
Yeah, 4 opportunities to close this one out. Like I said, even with 3 rounds in a row, they've not been clean rounds. Losing 3 players at the Glocks and the Deagle is certainly going to have financial ramifications here. We'll see what they've got left. I guess they saved the AWP and the AK. It's not too bad overall. They've got kits. Yeah, it's got the double AWP set up, in fact. And so they were trying to make this work on Inferno. Never really got going.
True.
Can they save the day here on Mirage with that setup? Allows Dumao to be the turret, as we discussed in the pregame. Alleviates pressure. You can rotate a player back towards A.
So many flashes thrown into the middle, and there's nobody there that they can catch. Dumao, shoulder peeked out. Nice work. Blitz. Yeah, he'll fall back from that. Hit the bomb on his back, so kind of would have been a disaster if he died, to be honest. Could have fallen forward towards Dumao. Mid-round smoke towards the window. And looks like an A-split finish here. Smokes are going down already towards jungle. They're going to be molotoving up that connector position, or the sandwich position, I suppose. Arts gets a kill, but MC Neo gets one in return as well, so it's still a 3-on-3, a long old spray for Lato. Leaves 9-10 alone. Remember, they need 4 in a row, and this one looks locked in, unless 9-10 can work some real magic here, and he's going to be denied. Lato with the triple. He's got the AK back, finally. I feel like that's his weapon at the moment.
Very well done. Back and forth we go. MongolZ might have map point, but finding that closing round, it's going to be difficult here. Need to make a big decision right now. Do they take tactical timeout? Just take the full eco once again. Could get a hero AK here if they really wanted it. Do you need one? Probably not. I'd rather have 9-10 have his AWP going forward to keep his money strong.
Okay, that's fair.
So let's take some Deagles. Let's take some Glocks. They've got a smoke and a flash. It's on the back of 9-10, so see what he's got in store for that. And the B-bomb site has been a bit of a nightmare, let's be honest. Yeah. So we'll see whether they can hold them off. Nothing is safe in this series. Any round can be picked up, regardless of the weaponry. All 5 players in towards the B apartments. It's Nissim who's been the saving grace for Legacy here on Mirage. Keeping them in it time and time again, but keeps getting sold out by his teammates who are dropping in 1v1 duels they shouldn't be part of. It's going to be waiting for their opportunity to strike. First contact for Art. Minimal damage towards Blitz there. Here we go. They found their gap. It's going to be defensive hold from this, and he holds towards the bench.
Listen, Cobra Sierra got the opening kill in that other Deagle round. Do it again now. It might secure a bomb plant, if nothing else. And that could really help out at this stage in the game. 50 seconds. Oh, nice tracking mid-air, and Nissan back here. Doesn't look like the Deagles are connecting all that much, or really not at all.
Needed that.
With the triple. Am I mad to say that they voluntarily gave up the double AWP in that previous round?
Potentially, yeah. They could definitely buy it again now if they wanted to, I suppose. MOUZ got 6K if they really wanted to bring it out.
I've seen in the past where teams will buy a double AWP, and once it's been revealed, they kind of let go of it. Like, they only use it for the element of surprise.
Well, the fact that it was MOUZ rocking it, now he's got the AK-47.
Yeah.
He is going to be a rifler, right? The fact he's got his weapon of choice there. Like you said, it was a nice idea. He's conditioning them to think there might be an AWP over there. Not a requirement, so if he wants the AK instead, they've got 2 of those now. That's absolutely fine, but 2 rounds away from overtime here. It's been a hell of a series.
But they do pick up another AWP. Is he going to leave
there
it in spawn? Could be an exchange weapon. Okay. Maybe they just couldn't save it, and I just missed that fact. Either way, we're 2 rounds behind, like you said. We almost had OT on Inferno. We were denied because Legacy ended up winning it with a really impressive second half.
Well, they're starting to wake up here on their CT side. It is the double AWP setup. Dumao drops over the AK to Art. Lato as well was very impressive with the AK on Inferno. But Dumao needs to be careful here. Can't afford to get one tapped. Holds a defensive angle. Flashbang to come in. You take a little peek off that. Confirms the AWP is towards B. That's all Techno wanted to do.
The question is, do they realize which of those AWPs it is? Might be able to guess it, but probably not confirmed yet. Bomb has been picked up just as we speak in T-spawn. Re-smoking this position and towards that top connector position as well. They're trying to blind the CTs from knowing what's going on in the middle as they are setting up in that short position towards the B-bomb side. Are they going to keep going that way is the question. They could also go in through the window. A lot of options, yeah. I think that's what's going to happen here. Nice. Blowing open the smoke. 9-10 connects on Sadsin. 9-10 swapping on this map has been amazing to watch. 45 seconds. This will end up at the A-bomb side, I'm pretty sure. Techno's going to be taking on Lato as well. Now it looks wide open. 9-10 again finds the second kill of the round. This looks like it's a locked-in round.
Nothing they can do here, I'm afraid, Anders, Nissim, and Dumao, the B players. 5-on-2, map point. Might as well just call it done.
Yeah, they're so far away. If anyone had been in Palace or anything like that, maybe there's something to fight for here. Nissim, he saved them with the Mac 10 earlier, and you said it was a miracle, and I think that's true, but this is asking way too much. Knocked out by Cobra Zero, but it was really 9-10 at the start of this round. They blew open that connector smoke, and they surprised Sadson. He was not quick enough to react. Dumao alone versus 4, and it's 9-10 to get another kill. Up to 21 in total, and the MongolZ give us a 3rd map in the quarterfinals.
They certainly do. Nuke is around the corner, and it was the first map where Legacy performed the miracle reverse sweep. They were close to doing it once again here. Fair play, their second half was looking much better, but it is the MongolZ taking us all the way. There's just been some ridiculous individual moments that have kept Legacy in this game so far.
And some of the players, right? Lato on the first map, Nissim in the second.
Yes. That MP9 retake, 2v1.
I can't believe it. Still can't believe it.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, MongolZ definitely better team CS overall, but there have been some miraculous moments of individual skill from Legacy. But it all comes down to this 3rd and final map. Bear in mind, there is a B stream going on as well. It's Bait versus MOUZ. I think they've just gone into triple overtime in their second map. Wow. So get that up on the second screen as well. And we'll have our semi-finalists very shortly.
One smoke suggests we're not going to be going yard.
We've got a nade, so we're going out the door, I would imagine. They'll be nading towards the door, smoking main. Or they might have to slow it down, though, with the CT smoke coming in. It's exactly what's going to be coming through. There's the nade, smoke, and then we go through hub.
Straight out there, Lato. Strong headshot, though. Dumao, no Molotov to get rid of him, so he does get the kill, and Lato will find even more. 3 kills, spins around for the 4th. All of them headshots. Lato's back in action, and that must be great news for Legacy. They are the underdog team here, but if he can perform again, then maybe there's a chance.
Man, oh man.
That's pretty strong. Do you want to hear something wild about both these teams as well?
Of course.
When it comes to the bomb site tempo, for MongolZ, the amount of rounds that they rush, either A or ramp, is about 13%. For Legacy, it's about 16% on the T side. That is so... I've never seen that for any team anywhere. 16%. That's so fast. So there could be more of the same is what I'm saying.
Well, let's see if they can hold on to this second round. It looks to be quite an easy one. I say that, though. On Mirage, they were losing not necessarily rounds, but a lot of players to Deagles and Glocks. So for now, it's up to Blitz to try and crack things open. He's got himself on towards main roof. Sadson just making do with the Glock for now, just so we can get the AWP going forward. He's read it well. There was no plant. Very likely they'd full eco here. They keep all 5 players alive. He gets the AWP for that first gun round.
And they don't lose anybody.
So yeah, he's got smoke, flash, and the AWP. It has to be said, though, he has looked very weak in this series with the AWP, Sadson.
Yes. Normally, I feel like he's pretty reliable. I do think he's going to be outgunned by 9-10 most of the time.
Well, 9-10 has been dominating him, I would say. But
that is true.
We'll see what he can do.
I mean, that could be a huge win condition, obviously. If he can return to form on the final map here, that might actually push them over the edge. It will be MongolZ now with AKs. Like you pointed out, they're going to be ready to buy in this one. This secondary yard position that Art is playing is also very strong for him. He's very good on Nuke. I think it's his best map at the moment. So let's see if he can find some impact. Going to be playing a lot towards that mini position.
So doing an outside fake here, and they've got players going towards ramp. They're going to try and pop through in towards ramp room as the smokes are going down, and hopefully trying to pull one of the CT players away from ramp, and there's actually no one home. Not the end of the world, but certainly not ideal for Legacy. And now you need to decide, how are they rotating down towards lower? Currently 2 players there. It's going to be Lato and Nissim. And that's fine. You can allow them to have ramp room. Not the end of the world.
Sure.
But it's how you react.
They put 2 people down below. So that's a reaction. But I think the MongolZ are probably confused about the fact that they didn't find even a single player there. So they're probably worried about pushing on.
Yeah, now they're in the dark. You're feeling uncomfortable here with your Legacy. Being pulled around the map. So to drop the defensive smokes so you can focus your efforts elsewhere.
This is the dread of playing Nuke, isn't it, on the CT side, when you feel like you've lost control over the Ts. Art, though, playing at the edge of the smoke. They are going to push him from Senior on the other side, but really nice timing for Cobra Sierra. It couldn't have been more synchronized if they tried. Missed shot from the high ground, but out of the vent, going to be Lato climbing through. 24 seconds left here. They need to get some more kills and get the bomb plant. That's exactly what they will do. 9, 10, and Blitz get a kill each, and Nissim, he's come up out of the B bomb site, up of the ramp, and now trying to see if he could retake this. They have missed the timing against him, but 9-10, oh, he's going to turn around. It's a free kill for him. Very strange round, a very Nuke experience here for the CT side.
Yeah, I really like that from MongolZ. Very convincing. Outside wall of smokes there. 3 smokes, removes a lot of vision. Forces the rotations down towards lower. They take the ramp room, knowing the CTs there have to respect those smokes and have to rotate down into a nice upper pop, trading out their kills and leaving Nissim in a 2v1, where he had a chance, I suppose. We saw him win a 2v1 with the MP9 and Mirage, but outmaneuvered, and it will be the MongolZ posting their first on the T side of Nuke. Money's still okay for Legacy. It will be Dumao on the 5-7, but Sadson still with the AWP.
Nissim pushing a bit forward, in fact, but Sadson also pushing the hut here. All right, Nissim's going to start to go further back, but it looked for a minute like they were trying to put some pressure on the lobby. I ended up watching way more Legacy demos than I wanted to on Nuke the other day.
Why'd you do that?
Just because I was curious, and something that I noticed is that Nissim is playing that railing position an absolutely absurd amount. He loves to hang out on that railing at ramp, almost so much that it sort of makes me worried if people are going to start to straight peek him. But he's very mobile. He's back up towards heaven now, so trying to see if he can rotate around. They do have very limited utility, so they almost have to be a little bit dynamic in the defense. Lato gets a kill, but he is traded out, and now they're trying to push that A bomb site behind him. Nissim goes down, but Sadson's still finding some impact here. Art, he hasn't been able to catch anyone as they come through. Bomb is on its own, making the drop-down vent, but Blitz is still on the upper bomb side.
This is the best call Techno could have made here.
What? Did he get stuck on the door?
I think a little bit. So, Blitz patrolling the vents. They have to come through secret.
Okay, I like this. If Techno dies, it's going to be a very stressful round for Blitz. MOUZ checking it out. How's no one found Techno yet? He's down there hiding in that dark position. Sadsin, it's a long old spray on both sides of that fight. But Blitz comes out on the short end of it. Now Techno is going to be found. MOUZ, damn, confident peak with the 5-7 will take him down. And Legacy, a critical round. They had no money left.
Absolutely true. Bouncing back. Sadsin getting a couple there as well. Recovers his AWP. 3 players survive. Nice idea from Techno to get the bomb down towards lower, but unable to find the rotating CTs. Bomb planted. Looks to be another partial buy here from the MongolZ.
Speaking of vent drops and rushes,
oh yeah,
that's the favorite rush that MongolZ do.
This would be the perfect time to do it, I would say. You're doing Tech 9 Kevlar here. They've got the HGs to blow open the door. They've got...
Yeah, you're right. This actually could be a sick round for it. Let's see what they bring. They blow open the door. Oh, right into a hail of bullets and an HE on top. Whatever the plan was, it's not going to be working longer. Sadsin gets a kill.
Absolutely. And he's got out of there as well. Playing this one perfectly.
Yep.
They've allowed him to have Ramperum. Got themselves a couple of kills. You want to rotate one down towards lower. That's happening. Art's down there. Smoked off for now, but not a huge deal.
Yeah, they can allow them a little bit of space. Planting the bomb. Again, not the end of the world. Art wants to take a peek, but the backup is going to be there. I don't think they can win this round here, the MongolZ, but a little bit of damage surely would be nice. Get a couple more kills in this round. Then you're going to start to really hurt on the CT side. Cobra Sierra and now Blitz with the AK. It's a 5 versus 2. Now it's a 2-on-1 here. Nissim gets 1. Is he going to be able to save them again in this one? Blitz, he's still alive and he had 12 health left. What an expensive round. They're going to win it, but that is way worse than it should have been.
I think this is very impressive work from MongolZ. They played it perfectly. Well, they had like a 5-on-2 essentially there. Tech 9 start coming to life. They recover a rifle, start hitting some nutty shots. Sure, not as clean as they would like, but still winning the round. The money's okay on the CT side. They still have their AWP. But yeah, still pretty successful there from MongolZ. Bomb planted. Good cash injection. Kind of needed that plant as well. You can see 910's having to operate with the Galil. Oh, they're not... What's going on here? Well, yeah, they've got AKs as well. Lacking some utility, but Legacy looking strong here.
Yeah, the fact that they're lacking the smokes, especially if you wanted to go yard, I mean, you really can't. You've already thrown out one, but it's more cosmetic than anything. Sadsin pushed up aggressively. He's gaining a bit of confidence. We pointed it out. He's been struggling with the AWP, but if he can recover that...
How's it got away?
I really don't know. That's a good question.
Nice work. We'll take that. Mzini is low as well. Spotted on Silo. Art.
Don't do it.
Ambitious fight. Yeah, do not give that one away.
Don't do it, Art. It's one of the few times we've seen Art restrain himself from moving forward into a battle.
Nissim now under some pressure. Confirm. A couple of players down towards lower. Sadsin does go down eventually. That's the AWP removed by 910. Looking for a double here. Dinked in the process. Art wants to convert this kill. Overcommits. Doesn't give himself a good angle. It's a wide swing. How is 910 killing everyone?
I really don't know.
He's got 17 HP. How does he get a double kill there?
For the Galil as well. He's just walking across the map, finding fights and taking everyone out.
He took down the AWPer and then both players in ramp with a Galil. Okay, well, that's a stolen round. It was looking so good for Legacy. Got the opening kill. Strong setup towards the ramp, and then 910. I don't know how he gets a double there, but...
I mean, I guess we can forgive Sadsin for going down because he was low from earlier.
Sure.
But the other two, surely they win that fight every time. I mean, they almost won the 2-on-5 in the previous round. And now this one, I mean, fair enough, it's a 4-on-5 that they win, but it just looks so easy.
To be fair, you can note all the mistakes or over-peaking, but 910 just hits some crazy shots there with
That's what he does.
The Galil. So I think they're expected to win those fights, and I guess it's unfortunate that he's so precise. Such a great player. Actually gets an AWP for his troubles as well. Second round for the MongolZ. Lato to save the AK. They'll be feeling the financial burn now. Lato already 1,400. They are bottom of the barrel in terms of loss bonus. They could buy into it with the AK. We'll see what they've got up their sleeve here. Might be worth a tactical timeout.
Sadsin's invested already. Lato's going to be playing on the A bomb site. That's his position. So I guess with the AK, that's nice if they can find something. But the MongolZ have survived quite a bit here. This is great for them.
So he got the AWP for the back. How does this next kill come through? Oof, wow. He knew he was low, just trying to get that equalizing frag, but 9-10 absolutely dumpsters them in the ramp room. This is the kind of play we always talk about, Anders, when you're struggling for the finances, boosting to iron credit card. Fortunately, now you know 2 players are out there. Yeah, there come the grenades. Didn't really work out. Lato just trying to maintain headshot angles, even with a low HP. Oh, some damage.
Crazy risk here for Cobra Zero, but he wants to take the fight. He's confident on the other side. Both players are.
Okay.
A gentleman's agreement to keep that battle going.
Yeah, apparently so. Do they go for the boost again? Yeah, they do. Interesting.
I don't really hate it. I mean, it could have worked out. Latso's so sharp. That really is.
What a play that is. 20 HP, wide swing. Find the headshot.
It's a Brazilian Centaurus. You give him the WP and he's off.
Okay, back towards lobby we go. Nissim's hearing it. You can hear them calming that. Got to tuck himself in towards the ramp room, which has had a lot of activity. He can get 1.5 kills. The round is still on. They presumably face check this though on the close right though. They didn't just overlook this angle.
Yeah, they have to. It's not easy. Check with your face, you're going to get shot there, but with the MP9, Techno will live. Instinct still has 42 health. But look at the time here. This is awkward.
It's all down to R already. They go down towards lower. He can deny their efforts. He can stop that bomb going down, but it looks like they're going towards the heavens.
Yeah, you're right. So Sadson's going to be the one tested, but he's in a good position. I think he's pushed into the hut. There is a chance that he could stay here, like lurk around, deny the bomb plant, and that could win the round.
They do a defensive plant behind the silo. Doesn't matter either way. That was the right plant, just to know. And there we have it. That's round.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been cool to see Sadson lurk in for that kill, but yeah, good position. Blitz, making sure his teammates can get the bomb planted.
Very uncomfortable round, but a round all the same. MongolZ losing to that first pick from Lato. We know he's an absolute demon with the AK-47. Gets himself a couple of kills before he goes down. Arts will not hold on to his AK-47. Bear in mind, that was a bit of a force buy from Legacy, so should be a partial. Going into round number 8 here. Expect some 5-7s. Not much more. The money's not actually in a prime position. Oh, Art's gone all in. Hello?
No. There is no way.
Hello?
Hero M4 on the CT side? I mean...
Because we've already seen the few maneuvers you can really pull off of a Hero M4, like boosting behind credit card. You can stack towards ramp, I suppose, in the back box.
I mean, I guess for Art, all that happens is he has to play with the MP9, which he's going to be fine with. So maybe he just says, I don't care about that. I'll play with the MP9 the next round. That's not a big problem. Let's just see. Amcinio is here. He could get flashed out for a bit of a peek. They go for one. Now they know that he's there. And actually, they didn't even need the flashbang. That wasn't even a factor in this one. USP shot from Sadson. It's pretty good. That M4 is the one that we really care about, though. That'll be the thing to save them or not. Art peeks straight into Techno. They're still losing some players here on the MongolZ side, but as long as they can win the round, I think it's
no way.
Fine. My God, he's backtracking.
That's crazy.
5-7 shots.
Should be fine still. They haven't recovered any rifles or anything. They're both low HP. Bomb should be going down momentarily. Good smoke towards main. Another Molotov for heaven. It's going to take something wild and wacky, which is what we expect from Legacy to pull this one off. There it is. That's the opportunity, and we'll take it.
Blitz down here below with the AK. He's got the health for it, but a flashbang straight in his eyes. They're out of the high ground, and Sadson comes in. A 4th kill with the 5-7. Is such a powerful gun. Remember what I said? He had that 2.0 economic rating, and that's how you get it. 4 kills in the round.
He has had a rough series. Hasn't turned up, really. And now with the 5-7, goes to town on the MongolZ in a round they had no business winning. It was nothing to do with the Hero M4.
No.
It was the fadeaway backtrack kill with the 5-7 towards ramp on 10 HP.
He started with the USP as well. They picked up his teammates 5-7 and just kept going.
Unreal. Timeout from the MongolZ. That's a disaster. Going towards that tight choke point on the map. The Pistols has kept finding dink after dink. A 2-on-2, like I said, you'd think they would still convert it. They got smoke down towards main.
Absolutely.
Molotovs towards heaven, but as I said, Legacy known to push the smokes, looking to find those gaps all the time, and Dumao helps himself through the smoke, and he had 5 seconds to even calibrate his shot, work it out, miss a few bullets, and still find the 2 versus 1 where Blitz could not hold on. Good flash from heaven as well. I think Sadson provided the flash to kind of discombobulate him a bit, and then they could pinch it together. Pretty cool.
That is going to be a round that the analysts are going to want to highlight and bring up depending on what happens here, because that's Legacy getting back into the game a round earlier than expected, and the MongolZ, suddenly their momentum slowed down a bit. Very concerning to see. But we are going into round number 9. They will have enough money to buy on the T side. That's the good news. The bad news is AWP on Sadson. And Dumau's got the AK. I wish it was Lato the way that he's been playing with it, but I guess I'll take it. Dumau is a strong rifler. And Nissim they've really not been playing ramp that hard. In most of these rounds where he's had the rifle, he's been elsewhere. Either in heaven or this time he's down below. They've left Sadson to AWP on ramp. So Legacy being very dynamic with their defense at the moment, trying to keep MongolZ guessing, which I guess is cool. Blitz will test the garage.
Well, this series has been very entertaining so far. Whatever you think you know about Counter-Strike, forget it. Anything can and will happen.
Does he see it?
Can he see his little tush there? I think he did. No way. Okay. Will come out on top. Double kill for the in-game leader. Massive contribution. Great smoke as well. They've got to push it, right? Thinking better of it.
Yeah, I mean, they almost have to, you're right, because what's the plan otherwise? But failed boost to look over. God, if Art had spent a couple of more hours in the Stairmaster of the gym, he would have been killed.
Yeah, I thought he spotted him for sure.
It's a good thing the BBLs are no longer in fashion.
I was wondering how far you were going to take that. We found out.
I'll stop. That's it. That's all I got.
Low HP on the 3 remaining players of MongolZ. Doesn't look good. 15 seconds, I guess you're saving. Nothing to do, nothing to say. It's Art who steps up this time. It was Sadson before with a 5-7. Clean sweep here now for Legacy after a couple of kills. They overlook the box, and he's not happy with this. He wants everyone. More than he bargained for. Worth a bit of a hunt. If he gets one more there, I think that's significant.
Sure.
They can afford to lose one. 6-3, though. Legacy bringing this one back in their favor. Bear in mind, they're the ones with a good start this time. Yeah. They're not the ones trailing back into it. They were up 4-1.
Yeah, but especially that previous round with the 5-7 really cemented that to be the truth here. But I'm very impressed, I've got to be honest. Again, this is the underdog team. MongolZ are definitely the team that people are expecting to make the semifinals. What a boost and what a shot from 9-10. Remains one of the best weapons that the MongolZ have.
But you know Art's going to be bringing some tomfoolery to the table here. What's he got planned?
Oh, you're right. By the silo, nobody seems to be checking it. They found Sadson, so they don't expect Art to be here. Oh, but they will.
There was a hive of players there. Could have been something quite special. 5-on-3. Still plenty of work to be done here. MongolZ don't have really any map control. They go back towards the lobby. Should be their round, but they do have a lack of utility, Anders. They don't have any smokes. They have a couple of Molotovs and flashes. There is a world that this all goes wrong for them. AK in the hand of Nissim, we know he has the potential to do unthinkable things on the server.
Oh, yeah. He definitely proved that, especially on Mirage. So let's just see. 50 seconds. They are holding this very good. That's how the MongolZ should be playing. They should be holding every angle, watching every smoke, checking every corner. You never know what Legacy are going to be able to bring. Lato up on the high ground here. He should, well, they can also walk away, but either way, they should be able to flash and kill him if they need to.
They're in, they're out. And there is a player down towards lower. Dumau comes down to him. The clock is his friend in this particular one. 9-10 should get this kill. That should be round. Yeah. Should be the operative word. Dumau, the star player.
They're running away again. They really want to make sure that they don't give it up. So now they're holding the vent. And Dumau has to know that. He has to run the other way. He can't really take the fight against the AWP there. So the bomb's going to be planted. How wild do you want to be, Dumau?
I mean, I guess he's playing to contain here. It's going to take him so long to walk all the way to the lobby. Don't think it'll be possible to get 2 kills.
He's got the kills.
And a defuse. You'd have to find like a quick kill in towards Squeaky Door.
Some players would go for this. Some players would be interested.
There's a quick kill. There it is.
On 9-10. And now he's hunting for Mouzinho. You could hear there's still plenty of time left on the bomb now with the kit in his back pocket. Jumps around the corner, looking everywhere. Mouzinho just playing ring around the rosy, hiding from him. He taps the bomb, and now Mouzinho has to commit to it, but I think he's played it well enough. Gets the headshot, but I think even without, he'd bought enough time to deny that defuse. A cool attempt from DMOUZ.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that it was actually possible to win that round, well played. Like I said, the only way he had the chance to win that with that sort of flank, find the quick kill towards Squeaky Door, then full speed ahead, hope you get the quick kill. It all started here with 9-10's opening AWP kill, and there was a moment for Art. There's a universe where he gets 3-man spray down there, but timing's eluded, and it will be 9-10 to confirm it. It was a 4 versus 1.
Yeah.
Bear that in mind. 4 versus 1. DMOUZ brought it down to a 1v1. And you can see that reflected on their finances. The MongolZ are entering, Anders,
you're right.
after winning the previous round with 2 MAC-10s and 2 Galils, because they needed some utility. So DMOUZ might not have won the round, but he could secure the half.
That is such a crazy outcome.
Oh, big miss. Should have been a bit more ready for that. The angle he was holding seemed like he was napping a bit on the flick.
That's what we've been seeing out of Sanson every once in a while. Again, 4 out of the 8 kills that he's got is with the 5-7, right? We want him with the AWP. That's what we're looking for.
I'll boost it up.
Yeah, right, you are.
He's the only player
almost
there,
always
though.
good for 1.5. Just 1 round where you don't check it, jump around the corner. That's how you want to entry onto that. And actually a good conversion for Mouzinho. But now the aggression is back. Legacy, they love it on this map.
They really do.
Mouzinho, I can't believe he lived. He's got 11 health.
Here comes Nissim from lower, though. He's going to find the bomb. Or is he? Oh my god, it's so tense. There it is. Got the C4 under his control now. Galil, MAC-10.
Oh, he's being pushed.
40 seconds. He's going to drop the smoke to suggest he knows this is coming. This is really well played. What a read. What a great read, Anders. Drops that smoke to suggest, I'm falling back. I know you're there, but actually going through it and getting the free kill.
It was such a good read in my mind. I was wondering, did Blitz make a footstep? Otherwise, I mean, regardless, a very impressive play.
Very nice. And like we said, DMOUZ might have won that previous clutch attempt, the one before.
Yes.
But he has ruined their finances, leading to a victory here in round number 11 and completely ruining their economy for the final round of the half here. They will be down to pistols only.
Yeah, I'm glad you bring it up. What an impact to have stretching into the next couple of rounds even. So, last of the half here. Let's see how this one plays out. Are we finally going to see one of those vent drops? Doesn't seem like it's going to be easy to get close enough by Art straight through the smoke. They are trying it. All right,
down we go.
Getting down. Said that is one of their favorite plays when they try to go fast on this map. So they're going to have a bomb plant, but I mean, we've seen them almost win around like this one before.
Don't write this one off.
It will be very, very difficult though. Tech-9s. There's no head armor on Cobra Sierra either, and he's already tagged up. Bomb planted very swiftly, though. Legacy, let's see if they constructed this. Another kill. It's Art on the quad. If you get the ace to end it with, that would set up Legacy very nicely. And regardless, this first half has been brilliant for them. They almost teetered, almost fell out of it. Art with the spray.
Nice.
He does get all 5.
Excellent.
And gets a massive lead for his team going into the second half.
Art has had some massive impact. Single-handedly won them 2 rounds there in the first half. They had a good start, 4-1 up. They weren't trailing the entire time. And this third and final map, they are in the driving seat to get to the semi-final here against the MongolZ. You had some good rounds themselves, but you got to say, these contributions from Art, absolutely fantastic. Good read, and it's a solid game plan. Nothing too crazy, not hyper-aggressive, allowing them to have ramp room time and time again. Some over-peaks at times against 9-10 with the Galil, I suppose, but generally speaking, that's a very good half from Legacy. It is.
I think I said at the start, but that yard position is his best role on any map. It's where he does the most work. And I guess it makes sense. Such a dynamic position. He could be everywhere. So it kind of plays to his style as well. 4 rounds on the T side. I mean, that doesn't mean that MongolZ have lost this. They're still dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely true. If ever there was a map to have a comeback on, it would be the CT side of Nuke.
And like I said, the MongolZ favored the drop vent rush there. Legacy, on the other hand, they really like a good ramp rush. But you're going to get to see many of those. I like a good ramp rush.
Not as popular these days, but I'm definitely interested. See what kind of pistol they're going to bring to the table there, Anders. We have got double Molotovs, a smoke, and a flash. Suggests an upper pop here.
Okay.
But time will tell.
You're right. That is a lot of fire to bring into a pistol round. Oh, you might be onto something, Henry. Blitz has gone down early. They have 3 people still defending the A side.
I guess they're going to Molotov main with the flash going on top, then Molotov the hut as well, is my guess. Yeah, it is.
Coming through. Gushon to Techno, but Cobra Zero, my god, what a return he's got here. 2 headshots.
It's going to try and plant now.
Down. There's nobody here. It's still weirdly a winnable round for Legacy. As long as Art is lurking in the back and Sadson doesn't die, yeah, just get out of there. You just have to live. This is about buying time. There is not going to be a kit on the CT side. Every second counts, but oh my god, they can't find each other, can't work off each other. The MongolZ, huge. They're the favorite team. Winning the pistol round here keeps the dream alive.
Very convincing pistol as well. Nice idea there, but you could see a lot of teams opt for the smoke towards main in this sort of play. For this reason, really. Because, sure, you flush them out, but you still have vision with the USP, and unfortunately, losing 2 kills like that, it's always going to be a death sentence. They did get the bomb planted, Anders.
Right, okay.
And as we always say, losing this second round to the force buy is actually worse than losing the pistol.
That is absolutely true. And obviously, because the bomb plants, well, MongolZ are going all rifles, no SMGs. They understand the serious nature of this situation.
Yeah, this is a very, very important round. MongolZ will have to force buy themselves if they give this one over. And they'll be running out of time and space. Been a great quarterfinal so far. It's had some magical moments, some crazy maneuvers, some unexpected plays, mainly from Legacy. See whether they can get anything done here on the force buy. Looks to be a ramp split, 2 players towards outside. DuMao takes heavy damage on the cross. MZinho playing a passive, just wants to get the information. The incendiary does not land, not the end of the world, still does help him out a bit.
Oh. 9-10 wanted to help out MZinho, who was sticking around for the fight, so they had a bit of coordination there. Again, it's Cobra Zero. Double kill in the pistol round. Now a headshot to bring down Art. DuMao is on the hunt, though. 9-10. Is he going to stay alive? It almost might not make a difference here. The rest of the team is falling apart on the Legacy side. DuMao did eventually find the kill, but you can't help but wonder if it's too little and too late. I guess Blitz and MZinho are low on health, so if Sadson can find an impact. He hasn't been able to do it with the AWP, but with other weapons, I feel like he's been pretty serviceable. So I wouldn't count him out just yet. Nobody from the MongolZ really showing themselves anywhere. Oh, timing is just against them, unfortunately, there. MZinho, though, really nice find. Double for him, and DuMao, no health and no time. So the MongolZ they survived that round.
It's a big round to win. Keep 3 weapons up as well. DuMao won't be able to do anything with this. It's going to be Cobra Zero to find him. So there we have it. Towards the ramp room they went. DuMao gets a couple of kills, but well held, generally speaking. No real danger of ever losing that one. Has to be the eco now for Legacy. MongolZ needed the pistol, needed the second round conversion. So far, so good. All we can really hope for. There's a couple of upgraded pistols here. We're seeing some P250s. I am seeing a Hero Galil.
Okay.
In the hands of DuMao. Has he sold it? Nope, still got it. So, going to be trying to use the human shield outside. See if the Galil can find a couple of headshots here. First opportunity. Smokes go down. He's going to push in front of the smoke by the looks of things here. DuMao ready for the fight, but now challenged by 9-10, who looks very, very sharp so far. Continues to do great damage. Gets himself a double kill. Attempt to make a plant down towards lower, potentially, but doesn't look like it'll be happening.
Yeah, they've rotated down very quickly. Well, nice move from DuMao to try to do that, but like you said, 9-10 has been stunning in this game. Bomb plant really going to be coming through anyway? They had 3 people down here to begin with. MongolZ, they were ready to defend everything. Give it an AK. Of course, there's no armor on anyone here on the Legacy side, so very hard to win it. Nism, 1 versus 4. More damage would be very nice, but winnable, I doubt it. Techno's going to be the one to find him. MongolZ close to tying up the game now. 8-7. And what, they had 3 people survive in the last round, 4 in this one. And they're picking up at least an AK or 2 here, so they're starting to accumulate some cash on the CT side too. Not bad. Oh my, we got 9-10 on the AWP now instead. Scary.
Yeah. Absolutely true. He is looking very, very powerful right now. Dumao will have to make do with the Galil, considering he purchased that weapon in the previous round as well. Or for Sadzin, had his moments here, but mainly with the 5-7. Yeah. Be boosted up. Cobrazera opens up the fragging here. Nissan will respond. Lurk smoke deployed. Art trying to get out. Gets a chance to take down 9-10, but unable to convert it.
Yeah, but the swing in here for Dumao might actually pay off. Blitz trapped in the corner, but he fights his way out. It's a huge double. Nissim and Dumao both go down. I feel like if they would have committed to the swing against 9-10 at the beginning instead of the shoulder peek, there's a chance that they could have caught him off guard. But once he saw just the sleeve of someone there, I think Sadzin's dead as well. 9-10. More double kills coming through. He's up to 14. Tied top fragging with Art, who got, I think, almost all of these kills in the first half, pretty much. And that will tie up the game as well. 8-8. A timeout's been called for Legacy. I guess they have some kind of money in a round like this one. But things are getting super awkward at the moment here. The Mongols seem like they're right back in the second half.
I think you might be onto something there, my friend. Let's see whether Legacy can bounce back. They're going to have to take a partial buy here, I would imagine. Art will have the AK-47, and to be fair, he has looked like their strongest asset here on Nuke, at least.
Yeah.
He's had some very impressive moments. The ace comes to mind.
But I think are all 14 kills in the first half? It might be.
I think you might be right.
This would be a perfect round for some sort of a rush here. Like I said, they are big fans of it, Legacy, and we kind of seen the speed that they could bring to some of the other maps. And that worked very well against the Mongols, most notably perhaps on the T side of Inferno, where Legacy kept catching them off guard. Maybe they could do something similar on Nuke here. Lato towards the ramp early, but it's not quite as fast as an approach as I would like. I'd love to see them try and see if they could hunt down the Mongols early.
So,
Blitz with a knife. Come on.
that's why Anders
Done that.
got anything to say now?
No, I love it. I just think it's very bold. Do it again with a taser.
That's crazy work. You think you're sneaking down the vent, just land on a knife.
It's so funny how that's a backstab, but never mind that. Cobra Zero up with the hot here. Perfect spray down. Couldn't be any better. Knife kills and an M-Force for the rest of it. Again, almost everyone surviving. They have crazy amounts of cash now on the Mongol side, and they've taken the lead, denying the bomb plant here of Legacy. Where are Legacy gone? This is the T side of Nuke. They should be able to do something more.
That's 5 rounds in a row for the Mongols now. It's a demoralizing round as well. You never even got to look in. Sure, it's a partial buy, but you've not even scratched the surface there. Art's got a fadeaway kill. Means almost nothing. Get into round number 18. Mongols now taking the lead. As I mentioned, 5 rounds in a row. They're on fire.
Huge return to form.
Nice work.
Dumao with the opening. They do need this now, Legacy. It's been way too one-sided here. It's an 8-4 first half for the Mongols. They've not let up at all. Second half, they've come right back into the swing of things. Mcinio is pushing up towards Secret, but Sadson finds an AWP kill. So now they've got a 2-man lead and a nice Molotov. Can't, if he was a little bit further up, maybe he could have pushed in front of it, but has to go back.
Can't afford to lose this round. There's no two ways about it. 5-on-3 has to be converted. Nothing too flashy required. Just stick as a group, trade out your kills. No trade available. Gonna have to assess their options now. First player goes down. There's the second. Back to a 3-on-3. Deploying the smoke. Cobrazera trying to buy himself some time here. Maybe overcooked slightly. Who gets the kill?
He's still alive.
He's still going somehow. Gonna be taken care of eventually. Nice shot from Arp.
But it's way more winnable, right? So 2-on-3 all of a sudden.
Mzinio. He's actually got up the vents as well. They think he's down lower.
They've done a great job at really making it hard for Legacy to understand what's going on. Oh, this is a very cool play, actually, at the start of that 3v5. With Techno shooting through the smoke, Mcinio down below, and then Cobra in the garage. You're never expecting that.
Both players in towards upper.
That's another good point here. 23 seconds. The bomb coming in from the high ground. They are committed to this A play right now, and they walk straight into headshot range. Now it's Mcinio, and you can't really escape that corner. That's so scary, but you know what? Legacy win it. First round of the second half for them.
Arthur with the double kill. First round indeed of the second half. Tie things up at 9-9. Money should be absolutely fine, though, for the Mongols. A sigh of relief, though, Anders. That's a 5-on-3 Quickly answered back by MongolZ, 3-on-3 situation, but Arts, nice kill towards the garage, up towards the heavens there, trading out the kills as mentioned. And their first is found. Sadson will have the AWP. He managed to get that second kill from the silo as well.
Yes.
Took down 9-10 towards the credit card area.
That's all we're asking. Like a couple of orb kills.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be the flashiest at all. Just get one. If you can every round, that would be great. But even just every other round, I'll take it. Nism having a bit more trouble on Nuke so far, getting activated. He used all of his prayers winning that Mac 10 round. That's where all the luck went into. It was crazy. On Mirage, go back and watch it if you missed it. It'll be in the highlights somewhere, I'm sure. Round number 19. Game is tied once again. Remember, this is the quarterfinals here at the CAC. Oh, the MongolZ would be depressing for them if they get knocked out here for Legacy. I think it'd be a huge achievement if they could take down the MongolZ on land to carry on into the rest of the tournament. They could do it. Art now up to 17. Recommitting the smokes outside. So that's 4 smokes used so far to get across. Timing on those HEs, but they don't have any more of them.
So scary on this cross. Making a lot of sound cues. 9-10 in a prime position to open things up here. TYLOO should be going down. 9-10 don't miss those sort of shots. Incendiary to force the hand as well. Latta has to commit. Can't pull back just yet. Cobra's up. Catching the players floundering out of the secret area. Nissim will pull one back. But they're so low, Anders. Latta and Nissim, the walking wounded right now. Good flashbang from Sadsin. Keeps them in the round.
Just barely, perhaps. 35 seconds, though, is a bit of an issue, but they are climbing up towards heaven. Lato being this low on health is an issue, and Nissim is not that much better off at the moment. Emsilio is out for blood. Sees he can find anyone. That unbreakable box is in front of him, so can't see him immediately, but surely he hears the grenades. Gets the one. He wasn't ready for it. I would have thought he would hear the grenades landing on the other side, but it's only 14 seconds as they try and get through with the bomb on their back. Techno, 1 kill will do it. They're actually stepping into the flames, so he knows that they're going to be there, but somehow a no-scope from Sadson and 9-10. There's only 4 seconds left. A missed opportunity, and Legacy steal back the round.
Oh, it was looking like such a lock in there for the MongolZ. All the opening picks they could ask for. Then it gets a bit weird. The AWP trying to come up through the vents.
I think Sadson had the no-scope on Inferno.
Yeah.
Attacking the B bomb site. Now another one here.
Unbelievable.
It works.
It looked like they were done for there. That flashbang in towards main, like we said, to keep the round alive.
I did love that whole sequence of them trying to go out yard with the smokes being blown open, shots coming through, Molotovs and everything. It's like one of those scenes from like an American military movie.
Yeah.
Right? So like under the barbed wire and people are,
Explosions going off everywhere.
That's what it is, like an obstacle course.
Dude, that's crazy the Legacy pulled that round back. It was looking like, well, they had like 10 seconds when they got into a main entrance, and they had to wait for the flames to go down, get the kill, close CT vent.
They didn't even wait for the flames. They walked into their own Molotovs, showing that they were there. Like, you hear the singe on the other side.
And then as soon as that kill comes through, it's a nightmare scenario for 9-10. They know he's down towards lower. He already showed his presence down towards Secret, right? So then he's got to come out of the vent in smoke in a 2 versus 1 as they're planting the bomb. Just a terrible position to be in.
Yes. Yeah, that's not on 9-10 to miss those shots. It's not his fault.
Yeah, of course.
He was in the worst position possible here. Oh, Sadson, do you have any more left in you? A no-scope to get them into a bomb plant. Overseer in the event, not with a knife. He's got the MP9. He's a more reasonable person than Blitz.
So this is going to come right down to the wire. This map will decide the next team through to the semifinals. Just to note, MOUZ did take down Bait in quad overtime to get a 2-0 there.
Wow. Well done on MOUZ. Oh, they're pushing this garage blitz all the way in the back. He's got no backup whatsoever. That's a better position if there's a distraction, if the rest of the T side is fighting something else, but yeah, they were uninterrupted doing that. Art down to 4 health, but it doesn't matter, he got the opening. And Cobra Zero is nearly dead as well. 55 seconds. Plenty of time for now. Now let's see if Legacy will make a choice here. They're much slower in their approach than you normally see, but maybe that's because normally they're playing more of the regional teams. And the MongolZ have managed to put a little bit of respect on their name here.
It's 9-10 back in those vents again.
35 seconds, Henry.
MZ offering himself up for a bit of a freebie here. Had no idea Dumao was that close. 25 seconds now, down towards lower they go by the look of things. But as we mentioned, that's where 9-10 remains.
Okay, and he's got back up now.
We're going back up, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at first. Okay.
It's all good, they've done enough. It's actually a very good read. Good call, make their way back in 9-10. Not really much you can do with this, try and survive. USP in hand right now, makes his way towards the ramp room. Great work though, Dumao getting himself in that prime position beneath the heaven. MZ had no idea. Floodgates open as soon as he goes down.
Do we know yet who they're playing, the winner of this one in the semifinals?
I can probably work it out, yeah.
That could be an interesting kind of thing to
It'll be MIBR.
And they're playing super well. I'm actually really impressed with MIBR this tournament and even the last one.
So we'll have Falcons, MOUZ in the top side of the bracket, then MIBR, Legacy.
I think both those games, regardless, are going to be really fun.
Oh, nice little knife.
Yeah, but you know what? They did knife them earlier, so...
It's true. Tasted their own medicine.
Here we go. 11-9. Money is very questionable for the Mongols. This could be a fight for overtime.
$2,400 into this round. They'll get 29 into the next. Pick your poison now. Do you force buy now and deny map points, or do you take the full eco and let them have it and have more money in the future? I think they've already answered the question. They are going all in.
I was going to say I would have gone for the force, but...
Here it is then. They've gone with the Anders approach here, the Anders technique.
3 MP9s.
It's not looking good.
Scout on 9-10, and then Blitz on that M4. Well, it all comes down to this here. Losing this one, they would have so little to work with going into the final round. And 9-10 hasn't managed to see anyone. They're also going to be lacking an enormous amount of utility, which is definitely a problem too. Trying to block that smoke a bit going towards Mini. And using all the grenades outside. It's Art working the corner. They really want to make sure that no one is hiding in there, which I think they must have confirmed by now. Scout here can't quite find the shot that he was looking for. They've done some damage on the Sanson. Blitz, I don't think anyone's expecting him to be there. Not once. The Scout has already run away from this position. You don't see a second player. Okay.
MP9 at range. We saw a welcome Mirage.
Very true. Cobra Sierra. His boots show here he probably will be dead. But again, honestly, the clock's running down low, and Art and Sanson are very low on health. This is suddenly looking like a way more winnable round for the Mongols. Grenade nearly kills Art. And the fact that Cobra Sierra is in this incredibly forward position, I think this is such a strong... No matter what happens on this map, he can lurk down vent, he can stop them from going lobby.
The round's on a knife's edge. They're running out of time, low HP, 4-4, and MZ's got the AK-47. They might have fumbled this massive advantage they had financially coming into this one. 3 MP9s and a Scout, 1 M4, and it's collapsing. 14 seconds remaining. Art scrambles in towards upper, but it's no good. Nissim can't do anything about it. It was a huge risk to fully invest into this round with the amount of cash they have, but look what they leave with Anders. 2 AKs, AWP, and an M4. That could be the back-breaking play that secures the map for the Mongols here. A miraculous turnaround.
It looked like in that 4-on-4 Legacy just froze up. Maybe they were hoping for more aggression from the Mongols side, but all they did was burn the clock down low. And when they finally decided to pick it up and say, okay, we've got to do something, it was too late. They just couldn't do it.
That's such an important round. You're not going to get better opportunities than that to close out a quarterfinal. You win that round against the MP9s, they're broken financially fully. They would have got $2,900 in the next round. You would have map point, pretty much GG.
That's could have been the quarterfinals decided in favor of Legacy had they picked that one up, but now instead it's back in open contention here. Anything can happen from this point on. This series has been really great. I've loved every moment of it. Round number 22. Legacy can still buy, but after this, they themselves will start to run out of money. The Mongols just want to tie up this game and keep it going. Sadsin missing that little flick, and Blitz, even though he was blinded, he still lands the kill onto Sadsin. 4-on-5 to start this one with. Well, the Mongols, they are going to be fired up behind this one. Emcinio playing on that railing. Will quickly fall back, doesn't want to stick around.
Got 3 players down towards lower right now on the CT side.
That's a pretty fast rotation.
That's a crazy rotation. They might have read this perfectly as well. Oh, they have Anders. They don't know it. They're walking into the Lion's Den right now.
Yeah, you can't ask for more than this. Normally, you're happy if you have even 2 people here. Oh, but Blitz does go down. And Incinio, they know that he's the second player there. Does do a little bit of damage. Smoke on the left-hand side means he only has to worry about this for a second, but now they're pouncing right through him. Incinio's in trouble. Cobra Zero still the defender. He's dead.
Done well.
3-man setup, and they still break it open.
Art is low. Dumao will have to do the heavy lifting here. They've got plenty of time to plant. The CTs are quite far away. Down the vents, Techno 4K will come. It's the AWP and the retake as well. There is a kit available.
Nice. And a lot of incendiaries, so if they can isolate a player, they can burn them out.
Bear in mind, this is for map points as well.
And 9-10 sneaking in. He's not missed many shots with the AWP in this series. It's rare that he does. Can he find one? Not this time. And now Techno swings, and it's low! 3 health left on Dumao, but he gets the last in the hat trick, and that brings them to series point.
Another fantastic opportunity to close things out. 2 chances to do so. As mentioned, the money going to be a bit battered and bruised, but stronger than it was before, considering on that round there, the MP9, they saved 4 weapons. So it won't be a nightmare with the scouts, etc. They still will have rifles, but another great opportunity to close this one out right here, right now. And they're purchasing a MAC-10 on Art. You know what's about to happen.
Let's go.
You know what's about to come through.
They're banking on no helmets.
They're banking on no helmets, and Art's going to call something crazy.
I want to see this.
He is going to call something wild here. Either a ramp rush or upper execution with a lot of utility behind it.
Oh, if they win with a real Art round.
This is going to be an Art special. He knows they're going to be sacrificing helmets first.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them on the other side.
He's front of the pack as well. Where are you off to, Art? What's your plan here, my friend? Is this where they find the haymaker, the knockout blow to send the Mongols packing?
Straight to
ramp
the
rush.
Incinio is here, and again, he's got no helmet. You've got to run. They are coming for him.
Oh!
Nice spray down from Incinio. He's lucky to make it through that, but it's not over yet. He got the reload in. He can't find another headshot, but he might have bought time. Cobra Zero is there. They realize there's somebody in the vent as well. Great communication, honestly, on the Mongol side. They realize that right away. Cobra Zero, laser accurate, will get 2 kills before finally Lato takes him. Nizm holding this angle, but Techno, he peeks it so fast. And Lato now 1 versus 3. Surely the Mongols are holding on tight here. Money's low on the T side. This should be overtime.
It was feeling so promising, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I felt like I built it up, and it felt like it's be such a romantic finish. The Art ramp rush with the MAC-10. We'll see if Lato can do anything about it.
I think when Art goes for the drop down, there's a second where he just gets stuck on the railing.
I was about to say that point. He fumbled the movement. That 100% cost him the kill.
All right,
100%.
I was going to ask that question. Like, is that enough to cost him? Well, there you go.
100%. You know, it's like it comes down to the minutia there. And had he got down cleanly and had some speed and momentum behind him, he gets that kill all day long. He was kind of apprehensive as well on the drop down. He didn't just go down straight away, and then when he did drop down, he fumbled the movement. And I'm going to say that cost him the kill and maybe even the round.
Yeah, because that delay means that Cobra Zero is now in position to get a double kill.
Exactly.
Like, there's like dominoes going into the round. Like, it gets worse and worse. The bomb is planted here. Lato, this would be one of the tournament highlights if he can clutch this somehow. He's
for the context
of winning, AWP.
Of getting into the semi-final in a 3-on-1 like this,
Absolutely. But you know what? They are peeking on this side. At least 2 of them. There's the first hold-off. Oh! Flick! As he takes down 9-10 and Lato. Can he get this one? Blitz revealing his... No way! Are you kidding me? Lato has picked up one of the all-time clutches.
It didn't look like he had any business winning that whatsoever. A plant goes down. The AWP, the worst weapon for the job, surrounded by CTs, but he pulls it off. A 3 versus 1, a miraculous round, a great series, and it will be Legacy making their way to the semi